Man, I can't believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke out some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot, little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audit. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. But I'm in a stall, she cried. Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom, DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy, because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while, the woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom. And that's a true story. That's an absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. That was great.
All right. Maybe it's say, oh yeah, we getting ready on the Freddy. We're gonna have some fun today. Oh my goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen.
You got
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Great to see so many wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, amazing people here. As always, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, and as always, we are joined by the one, the only, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the amazing, the one, the only Ray is here. What's up, Ray? How you doing?
Morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm so glad to see you. Good morning to you. Yes. That cold open today. That was Tanara double chocolate. Huh?
I hope it was for the steak and not for me. So
No, the applause was for you. That video was from Tanara Double Chocolate Productions. Let me drop a link to her channel. I found her the other day. I just thought she was hilarious. Basically, that's what she does. She finds terrible recipes online and then makes fun of them. That's her whole shtick.
oh my God, that was terrible. Oh, that was I don't know what she was doing, but that was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see who's here today. Who was first, ladies and gentlemen? First happy dance of the day goes to Jason D. Here's your happy dance. All right. Yes.
What happened to Greg Jonick? He's not first.
I don't know. Oh, look at that. No wonder. Okay. See, this happens to me, like this has been happening to me a lot lately. Last night, the last person to use a computer was my son. So he changed all the settings, but I always forget that. So this whole morning so far, I've been like when we were just hanging out doing the pre-show, I didn't really think about it. I thought maybe I had the volume turned down on my headphones or something or whatever. But just now I realized when I clicked that, I'm like, I can barely hear it. It's like, and then I just clicked on settings, and sure enough, they changed them all again. Anyway, Greg Jones.
Could you hear me or not? Because like you were just like acting like I wasn't talking. I'm like,
yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I just figured it out now. They had the volume turned. It was at 26 on the computer. The computer volume was at 26, and I always keep it at 100, and then adjust the volume on my headphones. Greg Jonick said that Jason D cheated.
oh, there he is. I was wondering. I'm like, wait, he's usually first.
Yep. Greg Jonick, there he goes. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, commentator auditor is here. What's up? Great to see you, buddy.
Hey. Yeah.
I'm the highway star. Yeah. YouTube dropped the ball. Zach's video should have been taken down by now. Yeah. Well, you know, YouTube doing what YouTube does. Greg Jonick, Highway Star. P. Barnes II is in the house. What's up? Good to see ya. As always, commentator auditor, P. Barnes II, Highway Star, Greg Jonick. Oh, look at it's this guy again. Remember him?
I do. David E. Peoples.
What does he have to say today? Jason Gutterman.
Jason Gutterman. Buy some camouflage pants, but he couldn't find any.
That's awesome. Oh, and look at this. Surges is here. What's up?
Hey.
Let's see. How about oh, Jason D, what's up? Let's see. Highway Star, David Persons, P. Barnes, Greg Jonick. Oh, look at this guy. He rhymes with Jason Gutterman.
Jason Gutterman. Happy Vegemite pizza morning to everyone. He actually likes the Vegemite. He puts it on his toast and stuff in the morning.
See, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I guess it is just a matter of taste. I mean, you know. Hey.
Well, honestly, from what I've heard, because a lot of people have talked to me about it since I did the Vegemite thing, is that it's usually people who ate it when they were younger, and that's why they have that, you know, they develop that taste for it, you know. To me, it reminds me kind of like beer, especially because, you know, like when we were kids, it was like Schlitz and Old Style and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So like
Milwaukee's best.
Yeah. So like the first time I ever had beer in my life, it tasted like yak piss. So I'm like, why would anyone drink this crap? You know. But then you get older and you realize it's not
How do
about
you know
the
what
taste.
yak pissed? He's like,
It tastes like old style. Yeah, I don't actually know, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, P. Barnes, Mason Glurman, Jason D. Child in Time. All right, Highway Star suggested that I come and add my like. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see, P. Barnes, Greg Jonak. Mason. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a 15-month membership milestone from Greg Jonik.
Ooh.
Jason D cheated and got first since Hez was late. Oh no. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we also have a 3-month membership milestone from Child in Time. 3 months. Whoop, whoop. All right. Here's your happy dance. All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Let's see. P. Barnes, Child in Time. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the amazing, the fantastic Ray. Yes. Good morning, everyone. All right. And Darling Renee is here. Good morning, y'all. I'll be lurking. All right. We love the worker lurkers. James Baker. Good morning, Hez. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Let's see. Jason D. And of course, the Lessonator is here. Good morning, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Hope it's going okay so far. So far, so good. It's early, but
early, yeah. Not even, it's 4:20.
Real early.
4:20.
Yeah, there you go. Terry Barnes, good morning, my friends. God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Jonathan Renee, Highway Star, Ron Coltzer. Hey, all from the middle of the Mojave Desert. Yes, yes. Let's see. Highway Stars, Darlene Renee. Anyone that I missed? Let's see. Zerzu. What's up, Zerzu? Hey, Ray, how you feeling today? All right.
All right. I answered him already.
Just scrolling through, making sure there wasn't anybody I missed. Oh, Victor Childress is here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Victor.
Did you get little Chihuahua and all that?
I didn't see
Tiny
little
Chihuahua
yet.
Life. She's here. Yeah. She's
Oh,
here.
hello, my tiny Chihuahua life. As always, great to see you.
She's here. Big hugs to you, hon.
Kingston 2000 is here as well. Good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all these.
Sean is here.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. Let's see.
Did you say Paul Cohen?
Well, let's see. I'm at Mr. Thomas. Let's see.
Good morning, Mr. Thomas.
Oh, there she is.
There she
My
is.
tiny Chihuahua life. Yeah. Paul Cohen. Yo, my peeps, you hood. All right.
Yeah, there he is.
Let's see. Right.
Right.
See, people are happy to see you. Nobody's happier than me, but dagnabbit.
We see you all the time. I was gone for a good minute. So
No, that's what I'm saying. Even I'm excited to see you. I love it. Even though obviously, we talk outside of YouTube world, but still, it's always great to have you here. Oh, there's Sean. All right. Yeah. Quicksilver Messenger service. That's what I'm talking about.
hey, good morning.
Let's
We
see.
have Mom in Real Life. Good morning.
Mom in real life. Good morning. All right. Good morning to you.
Donna
Thank
Renee,
you.
My buddy.
Thank you very much for saying her name, because I would have said Mom Real. What? Mom in real?
I'm assuming
Mom
that's
in
what it
real
means.
life.
Mom in real life. Mom in RL. I'm assuming that's mom in real life, but I could be wrong.
Yes, yes.
Something else, but I
I like it.
Yeah.
Donna Ray, good morning, y'all.
Right.
Right, and I think with that, we are caught up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Dox you.
Me? Oh, doxed Paul? Hmm.
Yeah.
Why you?
Because he's trying to dox me too. I don't have a channel. But they got that video taken down, that short that he did. He tagged me in it.
Good.
That nasty short.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Tuesday is usually, obviously, you guys know at this point that have been following us for a while, that Tuesday's our day to just hang out and take a day off of the Frauditor stress and nonsense and all that. But since you brought him up, holy crap, has Audit them been going off the rails lately? It seems like a few months ago, he just completely lost his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right? Like, it's not just me. He's being extra.
There's a lot of people that in this surrounding everything here that are just cracked. They're cracked.
Yeah.
I've had people coming to me on Messenger. I've had people, that I don't want to hear from particularly, and
Right.
I tell them I'm going to stay out of it. Just leave me out of it. I don't want anything to do with it. And then this, Audit them tags me in this video that he made under a, different
Right.
stock account, but everybody knows it's him. Just this nasty. You saw it.
Yeah.
And then I hear he's like going around trying to figure out who I am because I don't have a channel. You know what I mean? And but I guess figured out that I call people and send emails and stuff to tell them how to do privacy complaints,
Yeah.
So.
Brian
yeah,
Shulman is here.
Hi, Brian. Yeah, good morning. But he's losing it. He is losing his mind. You hear his live streams and stuff?
Yes.
He is correct. He is literally, I think, having some kind of psychotic break or something. He's losing his mind.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, and especially because like at first, because I was watching the live stream where he discussed his plan to start going after all these channels and all that. Hey, good morning, Weed Skador. All right. Woohoo.
Good morning. Yeah, you did. You were the first time he discussed it openly. You were watching the live stream and told everybody like, "Hey, this is what he's planning to do."
Yep.
But people didn't take him too seriously.
Right.
But then he doxed, openly doxed Lucid Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Went around in different live streams and chats and all this stuff, just throwing out her information,
Yeah, crazy. But the other thing is the point I was getting is that I watched his live streams for a while there, and that's why I caught that one. And what I ended up realizing though was like for a while there, because I've actually been on panel with him before on his channel and on Frauditor Trolls. So I've talked to him a couple times in the past, and I always noticed that he had and there's a point that I'm getting to. There's a reason I'm bringing this up, but I noticed that he had kind of like a bit of a religious thing going on, but I don't judge anybody based on that kind of stuff, right? We don't do religion and politics or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And if he would say something like that, I'd be like, okay, whatever. The only time I really, really ever like got into that was with Mr. Ghost, because he goes around claiming freedom of religion for doing what he does, because his religion is going around bothering people with his camera. That's his religion. Like, come on, guy, you're just using that as an excuse. That's not legit. But with Audit them, it always seemed like he kind of believed in what he's saying, and that's cool. But after he came after Blackheart Night, and I'm watching him live, and he's talking about how like, no, man, these aren't people, these are demons, and like they were sent by the forces of hell to do this evil. And it's like he's like really going into that rabbit hole where it's like he's talking about like all this supernatural stuff that like all these evil spirits are here to destroy him and the other frauditors. And it's
that
like
sounds like schizophrenia.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the guy actually is nuts, not just off the deep end with the frauditing thing, but actually as crazy.
Yeah. What's his name? I'm sorry. Whenever I try and think of somebody's.
Well, describe what you were going to say, and maybe I'll know who you're talking about.
He put out Blackheart Knight's information on his community page.
Oh, we got $5 from Donna Ray. Good morning, y'all. Hope everyone had a great long weekend. Yes, indeed. Awesome sandwich sauce. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, yes.
Donna.
Thank you so much.
He put out his information. Not out of that. It's a different guy. Another one that help me out here, guys. Who was it that put out Blackheart Knight's information on his community page?
I don't know. I'm sure Blackheart Knight probably said something. He's usually here. We might be able to could ask him later when he gets here.
But I think that so many people reported the community post, it got taken down. Liberty Troll. That's it. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Yeah, Liberty Troll.
Okay. Yes, I did know about that. Yes.
Yeah, but I think it got pulled down because a lot of people reported it. So.
Well, yeah, because you can't do that. That's
No, you can't. It's supposedly it's too with the frivolous copyright strikes, but YouTube really doesn't do much about that. They say
Right.
they say they're tough on it, but they're really not. They're really not. Like DMA gets away with it. All these channels, the bigger ones get away with it because they make YouTube money. So they're not really going to strike their channels or spend their channels or take their channels away from them because they make a lot of ad revenue for them. So
Right. Exactly.
it's against their terms of service, but hey, YouTube doesn't make any sense. So.
If it doesn't make any dollars, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see my new short? I posted a short yesterday during my my day off.
What life's like when you're
Oh wait,
middle-aged.
now my
Before
of course
you
now my
keep
computer's gonna get
middle-aged
weird
is
on me.
35. I
Stop
don't
it!
subscribe to
Go
that
Why
back
is this
the other
doing this
way.
to me?
for a very,
Go
very
the other
long
way.
time.
It won't let me. It's
Then stop it. Remember, just stop.
This is
Don't
part
do
two of
anything.
What life's
Just
like when you're
stop.
middle-aged.
Because if you keep clicking,
Yeah.
it's going to, get more.
right.
All right. Yes.
Okay, I think now
My
it's
Tiny
gone.
Chihuahua Life is having a live stream today. 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern. Be there. Or be
Yes,
there. She just
or even
feeling-
rectangle. All right.
Whatever shape you're turn out to be there or be square. Here is Hezekiah's short.
Yes. It sure don't take a lot. Just be rude to everyone you meet. Give them a verbal shot. They just want you to go away. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows you're lame. And they're never glad you came. You want to be where people see you're looking for YouTube fame. You got to go where everybody knows you're lame. Yes. I was doing laundry yesterday and that just popped into my head and I just recorded it and posted it. It was good stuff. Oh my
It's
goodness.
good. I like it.
Thank you.
And it just came to you and you wrote it down and recorded it, or you just recorded it as it came to you? What was the process?
All right, so while we were at the laundromat, it hit me. Then when I got back home after doing laundry, well, technically it was in between. What I would do is because the laundromat's right there. So I would put the stuff in the washer and then we'd come back here and hang out for a while and then go back, and then put the stuff in the dryer and then come back here for a while. and nobody ever messes with your stuff there. You know, it's cool just leaving it.
Really?
But yeah. And I mean, everybody does. It's weird. You walk into the laundromat down here, nobody's there, but all of the washers and all the dryers are full. Like everybody does it. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
Pretty cool.
yeah, actually it is. But so it was in between doing the laundry, but like I had the idea at the laundromat, then we got back here and I pulled out my phone and I'm like, I sang the idea so that I wouldn't forget it.
Mhm.
And then I went back and I listened to the short I made of me just recording myself singing it so I wouldn't forget it. And then I did like 3 takes, and each time I would like work on the lyrics a little bit more. Like, okay, I didn't like how that sounded in this one, but I like this, and boom, boom. So I did like 3 times, and then like the 4th time, that's the one you're watching. So I didn't physically write it down, but I just did a couple takes until I got it just right.
What I'm really curious to know is how you got the baby to leave you alone while you were recording that.
Oh, he didn't. If I showed you the other takes, you'd see his head poking up behind me.
Okay.
And he was literally behind me that whole time. Like,
Okay, because like he lives in your skin while he's there. So I'm like, how did you get him to not like make noise or pop up or like show his face in that at all? Like, how did you bribe him? I'm like, what did you do?
Go
Did
eat
you do
some
it
ice
during
cream.
lunchtime or what? Because like, how is he not like somewhere making noise there?
Yeah, no, like he's literally right there the whole time. When you watch
Yeah.
that video, you just pictured your head. He's standing right behind me.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. All right. Okay.
But
Answers my question. No, I really do. That's pretty creative that you came up with it like that fast and then recorded it that fast.
Well, you know what? And this is the thing, and we've actually talked about this before. You know, just us talking in life, but that's one of the things with me and my creativity that it's a wonderful thing. It's great, but it's also something that I wish I had more control over. It's one of the reasons why I don't put out a lot more regular videos, is because if you're crappy and you know it, if you're crappy and you know it, you're a frauditor. The problem is like I can't control when I get ideas. No. It's just, but when they hit me, bam, I got to do it. And that's one of the things, like with my videos, like I would love to put out videos all the time, but it's like I'll be sitting there just staring at the screen, like trying to think, what do I want this to be? What do I want to do with this? Where do I want to go with? But then every once in a while, I'll just be doing something completely different. And then all of a sudden, bam, oh, I saw this video the other day and I know what to do with it. And then I have to do it, you know. Well, I become obsessed until it's done.
A lot of my ideas come when I'm just having conversations. You know what I mean? Like when I'm talking with Doc, usually like we're just talking. And we'll be like, there's an idea, you know what I mean? Because it's, you know, that I can't just, if we're like actually trying to come up with ideas, I won't be able to. I'll be like, I don't know.
Right.
It does, it's like blank. But if we're not trying and we're just talking, then the ideas are there. You know, both of us will have like ideas, but otherwise, no, I don't have a single idea. Nothing. It's when I'm doing other things and not thinking about it, then it's like, whoop, there's an idea. Whoop, there's an idea, you know.
Yep. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I wish I could, maybe I could look in online and see if there's any ways like that creative people, like artists, writers, whatever, exercises or something that they do to try and harness that more, you know, because I would love to be able to actually have some control over that. Like I said, like when I'm making videos, instead of just staring at the computer thinking, I wonder what I want to do with this video. Like,
well, I would say don't do what other people do. I would say do what works for you. Like if you're off doing laundry and then the ideas come, good morning, Raven. Then do that. Don't look up what other people do.
Right.
That might not be what works for you. Don't do that, because then you're going to get frustrated if you try this idea, it doesn't work. You do what this person did and it didn't work. You're just going to get frustrated. So do what works for Hez, not what works for Ray or Doc or Greg or somebody, you know what I mean? Do it works
Right,
for
right.
Hez. So if Hez needs to go do laundry, to get a creative idea, then do laundry. If you need to be doing dishes, do dishes. You know what I mean?
Right,
You
right.
need to go, take a shower, then do that. If that's what works for you, then do that. Don't do what this person does, because
Right.
you're not the same as everybody else with your thought process.
Right.
You
That's
know?
true. Yeah. But so anyway, what we wanted to talk about today, because we were discussing this before we went on the air, and we literally were, as we were talking, Ray was like, this should be what we talk about today. And that's why I started the intro with food, because we were talking about, I'm watching these shorts with these people doing these recipes. And that particular lady, like, I watched one of her shorts the other day. And it's funny because I just discovered her recently, but I guess she's been around for a while, like with TikTok and stuff, and then YouTube. And like every video she makes, the first thing she says is, everybody's so creative. And then she like describes, what they're doing, and it's always bad. Well, I didn't even know this.
She does it so sarcastically, like,
yeah.
It's your kitchen. You don't wash your hands if you don't want to,
Right. And she, like, over time, she like developed these characters, right? Like in that one, she said, like, and if you don't have any of that, just go over to Kiki house. She'll give you some. Don't worry about it.
She don't have any kids. Yeah, butter's expensive. She don't have any kids. Yeah.
But like she does these videos, and I didn't even realize this because, again, I just discovered her recently, but I sort of binge watched a lot of her stuff. And she's been doing this for so long that there's actually another meme thing that's going on where somebody will like start making a cooking video, and then in the background they'll play, like, you'll hear, everybody's so creative, and they'll be like, oh, no, that means this is crap. I better stop.
No, but you were saying, like, we were talking this morning about the guy who does the recipes from the like Depression era.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody, like the shorts. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy, but he'll take recipes from like when it was the
1930s.
people were very, very, very poor and had to stretch meals very far, and he does recipes from back then. So we were talking about that this morning. That we wanted to try those.
Yeah, actually try to make some of those. Yeah, because it literally is like when you watch some of these recipes, especially these old ones, like you could tell that it's literally like whatever the people had in the house, they figured out ways to combine stuff you wouldn't think to put together and make it taste good. And, and that's what he does.
Yeah, and it's literally just like, okay, do you have peas? Do you have potatoes? Do you have ground beef? And then they make something like extraordinary with it, just some seasoning, and it's like some weird named thing, but it's like just peas, potatoes, and ground beef. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. Does he have a cookbook? Do you think? Did he put together a cookbook or something?
I don't remember specifically because I think there's like two different guys that do similar stuff.
Yeah.
And there's one specifically that I know of that does have a cookbook of his own. That he put out, but that guy, I know he does any old recipes. Like he'll do recipes from World War I. He'll do recipes from I love the guy. Oh, he knows who we're talking about. Okay, yeah. Lemon squares from 1948. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy, I mean, and maybe it's the same guy. I don't know, but the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because he does recipes like from like that he finds like from back then, like he finds on the back of like some old can of something,
right?
Then he'll make it, and it's not a recipe like you would find now because everybody's so like, oh, you can't use real milk in anything.
Right.
Nut milk.
Yeah, it can't be whole milk. It has to be soy milk, and you can't use butter. Oh, that's the forbidden fruit,
butter. Absolutely not.
Oh, and lard, forget it.
Yeah, no. Although lard is what makes fried chicken delicious. Believe it or not, in the South, when they make fried chicken, That is what the difference is lard. You know, when they
Yeah.
cook with it, they cook with lard, and that's why their fried chicken is so good. Although it will give you an instant heart attack, it is very good. So, you know,
Right.
that's why it's so delicious.
Well, that was the big thing. Like McDonald's had a reputation for having the best French fries in the world, and people still think that because the reputation was so big. But it was because they used to cook their fries in lard, and then they stopped doing that.
Yeah, and then they changed it, and everybody was like, "No, because why is your cholesterol so high? Because you eat the McDonald's fries, they're built in lard." Yeah, like, wow.
That reminds me, you know, I heard the guy who made Super Size Me just died.
He did, yeah. He died of cancer, though, not from
Right, from eating too much McDonald's.
Right.
Well,
yeah,
but yeah.
But the things we used to eat without really a big problem. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about in like just the 1950s, you know, like when my mom was a kid, my dad was not so much kid, but what they used to get put on the dinner table was just normal food without like worry. They drank whole milk, they got real butter, you know what I mean? They cooked with like lard, and bacon grease got put in a can and left beside the stove to cook with, you know what I mean? So it's like they didn't really worry about that. Nobody was really that overweight either.
Right.
Because there wasn't as much fast food either, you know what I mean, as there is now. So that you had to eat at home more.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's so much the food that people were eating. It's more so the fast food now.
Yeah.
The convenience of fast food and the portions they give you in fast food.
Well, one of the examples that I like to use, like for me, my theory behind that is similar to what you're saying. And like, it's the same thing. I think you can apply it to this is, I always used to think about like cigarettes. Like everyone knows, oh, cigarettes are so horrible, so bad or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, but people have been smoking cigarettes forever. But if you think about it, like in the old days, you're working the fields all day, you're busting your ass. You come home at the end of the day, you roll a cigarette. It takes time to get the tobacco out, and you didn't have a pack where you could just grab one and do it, and just grab one and do it, and just grab one. And it's kind of the same thing, like what you're right,
yeah.
And kind of like the same thing you're saying, like with the fast food. You know, like you couldn't just go to the store and order a burger and walk away and eat it. You know, like if you were going to eat French fries, you had to grow your own potatoes. You had to go out in the field. You had to work the field. You had to pick them. You had to cut them up. You had to slice them. You had to get you know, it was like there was more labor involved, even in just eating, you know. Right. And like you said, the fast food doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't. I know it really, really doesn't. The convenience of it, and people there's not as big families anymore. You know what I mean? So a lot of people live alone, or they just live with one other person. So it's like, do you buy groceries or do you buy fast food? Because which is cheaper to do? You know what I mean? Like shopping for one person almost isn't worth it with grocery prices. So they probably figure it's probably cheaper to just go and buy a meal at the end of the day.
Right.
Versus going to the grocery store. So I don't know. It's very convenient. So I don't think it's so much the food. I think it's so much the prevalence of fast food. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know why we had to have things removed from like real butter and lard and things like that, because back in the day when they cooked with that, nobody was really that overweight. And I mean, yeah, cholesterol was probably a problem and people probably died more of heart attacks, things like that. But I don't know the statistics on that. I probably have to look it up. So I could be dead wrong about a lot of things here. But
well, but again, I also think that, again, when the majority of people were like farmers or stuff or working in coal mines or whatever, there was a lot more physical activity that you would do just as part of your job, you know?
Right.
So there was not just the food, but more exercise just in just daily living was physically more intensive, you know?
Yeah.
There was
A lot more people had to walk to get to like trains or buses. You know, a lot of people didn't. If you lived in a city, inside a city that didn't have a car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I grew up in Chicago. My parents didn't have a car for a very long time. They went to the grocery store within the neighborhood we lived in, and they took the train or the bus to work. I mean, they didn't feel like they had to have a car, you know, and they for a long time didn't need one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my well, okay. A friend of the family, this guy, he to this day he doesn't have a car because he lives in Chicago, and he just everywhere he needs to go, the bus goes there. So he just takes the bus everywhere. You know, and he never drove. Like when you're in the city, especially a city like that where they have really good public transportation, you know, you can do that. But yeah, a lot more. Well, there's more walking, there's more exercise in general. I don't know. It just seems like in the old days, because that's always been a question for me. Like, you know, well, how come back then people would eat this kind of steak or this kind of that or this kind of the other thing, and it was not a problem? But it's like, I don't know. Oh, Sue Bear with an 11-month membership milestone. Hey, I love Snackle Snacks. All right. Snacky Snacks. Yes.
Love their snacky snacks. Yeah.
We love snacks, and here's your happy dance. All right. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm a salt person. I'm not much of a sweets person. Do you know what I mean? And
Right.
where are you at? Where's he at with the storms?
Uncle Artie's in Texas.
Oh, Texas. Yeah. Ugh. Sorry about that, man. But yeah, I'm salty. I'm a salt person. I don't really like sweets. I like sweets, but I'm a salt person because I couldn't have a lot of sweets growing up and stuff because, you know, being a diabetic when I was a kid and all that, they just didn't let me have it. So
you're more like potato chip person.
Yeah, I'm more of a potato chip, and it's still detrimental because carbs and, you know, starches and stuff, but
right.
So I just can't have it. I just can't put it in the house or I'm going to eat it. You know what I mean? If it's there,
Right.
I'm gonna have it because it's like it's a downfall for me. You know what I mean?
Right. I'll tell you what, homemade tortilla chips. I love homemade corn tortillas. You just fry them up and put some salt on there. Easiest thing in the world and cheap too.
And you can control then what kind of oil you use, how much salt is in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, those are best to make. Yep. So, but he can make cookies. Like there's probably 24 cookies sitting out there right now, and I won't go for them. So it's good, you know. But if there's chips, oh my God, forget it. Don't put chips in this house because I will. Nope.
I will eat them.
Did you see that they make Funyun flavored Lay's now?
What?
The Ridges ones,
Yeah, so
the ruffled
they're ruffled chips, but they taste like Funyuns.
They made Funyun flavored ones now.
That's wild.
Get out of town. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that to me? They shouldn't do that.
I don't know if you tried these. Honestly, I don't even know if they still make them or if it was just one of those limited time flavor things.
Are they
probably
good?
What's
do
that?
They taste like Funyuns. He had them.
Oh, Paul had them.
Do they taste like who's?
Obviously, the texture would be completely different, right?
Well, okay. God, if he likes them or not. Well, let me know because you can be my guinea pig. I wasn't sure. Like, how is that even a Funyuns? You can't mess with Funyuns. You know what I mean? They're sacred. They're, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
Funyuns
of course. Yeah, Funyuns have that. But that's why I was saying like the texture would be different in a regular chip because Funyuns, like their flavor, but the texture is part of the fun of eating Funyuns, you know, that light, airy kind of, you know, as opposed to like a regular potato chip. I don't know.
Yeah, you said they taste like onion potato. Then why wouldn't you just buy onion potato? You know what I mean? Like, why
Right.
mess with your potato? Why mess with Funyuns? Don't mess with the Funyuns, man.
That's why they're fun, Jens.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But
Hey,
what else?
Nightcap, how you doing?
Oh, the nightcap is here. What's up, nightcap? Ain't seen you in
Yeah.
a minute. What's up? Oh, I love you. Love
Loves
you,
you.
buddy.
Love you too.
Yes,
Good
yes.
day. Or I can picture the accent. I can hear it. I can hear it. I love
Good
the
night,
accent.
mate.
Yeah.
You guys, you're the best channel on the internet besides mine, right? Where's my Joey? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he put him in the. See, I have a shelf on the side over there that's just for all the kid stuff. All the toys are in there, and he put Joey in the pile of the toys by accident, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Yep. So I can't get him right now, but it is what it is. So anyway, what I
know he's not serious. Don't worry. Oh, why not, Raven? Because of the salt. Yeah, they have a lot of salt. A lot of people can't eat because of the salt. I know as I get older, I have to watch my salt intake more.
Yes.
You know.
But what I was going to say is that, like I said, I don't know if they even still make them or if it was just a limited time flavor because I only had them one time, but I bought a big bag and the best potato chips I ever had in my life was biscuits and gravy flavored Lay's.
Get out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when they were, I remember when, did you see private chat? I remember when they were having like asking people for suggestion, you know, like having a contest for the flavors.
That was one of the ones, yes, and I think that was the one that won. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they still make them or if that was just like a temporary thing. Like whichever one won is the one that we'll put out for a while.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, that was where they
like,
came from.
People were making like memes and stuff like toothpaste and orange juice and things like that. Remember,
Right.
like coming up with these really nasty flavors.
Yep.
I didn't know they came out with a biscuit and
that. Yeah, I think that was the winner. It was so good. I loved that flavor. Like I said, I don't know if they still make it because I don't really buy chips a lot. And even if I did, like that wouldn't be something that's just like at the gas station. It would be like you have to go to a big box store, like a Walmart or something. Oh wait, you know what? I can look and see if they have them on Amazon right now. If they still make them, they'll be on Amazon.
You have a great day too, honey. I'll email you.
Let's see.
You apparently did P. Barnes biscuit and gravy chips. I didn't know they had them either.
Oh, P. Barnes said he had them?
No.
Or he didn't know?
Missed them. I mean, I didn't know they had them either. So they were really good, huh?
Oh yeah, the best chips I ever had.
Oh wait, why is my camera off? I didn't realize. Maybe we can check and see on Google if they still have them.
Well, I'm looking right now, and it looks like at this point, if you want them, you got to get them from China. The Chinese variety flavor pack. Yeah, so it must have been just a temporary thing.
All right.
But they were delicious. But yeah, that thing you were asking me before, like, yeah, whatever. Then yeah, we'll play it by ear, but that's fine.
Okay.
But yeah.
I love biscuits and gravy though. That's the thing. My sister makes the best biscuits and gravy. I don't know what it is about hers, but it is. But I don't like breakfast sausage. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just don't like it. But when she uses it in her biscuits and gravy, obviously you have to use sausage. But It's so good. It is so good. I don't know why, but it's the best. one
Something in
I've
her
ever had.
recipe.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's the best one I've ever had. Whenever
That's
I see her,
awesome.
I'm like, please make biscuits and gravy. Please make biscuits and gravy, you know, because it's really good.
That's awesome. Now, see, me, I love breakfast sausage. Like, I could just make breakfast sausage and just eat that with a fork. My favorite is getting the sunny side up eggs and dipping it in the yolk. Oh, they have them online at Shaw's. Nice.
There you go. So then you can, if you really wanted them, chili jail cell flavor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good morning, Society Red. I'm sure there's others that we missed coming in. I'm sorry if we did. Look who's here.
Who's
Look
here?
Look who's here.
It's the
This
doctor.
guy.
Hey,
What's up, that guy?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I
Good
tell you,
morning.
oh, yes, the awesome coffee mug.
Yes.
Yes.
Doc
Hey,
Leno's
Ray,
story time.
Ray, you got yours available? I'd like to see that color. I have not seen the blue yet.
Yeah, let me go and get it. Hold on one
Okay.
second. It's on my shelf. Let me go and get it.
All right. Sounds great.
All right. So what's up, Doc? How you doing?
Oh, doing good, doing good. Got that 4-letter word here this morning coming up. At work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But hey, I got a good employer. I got a good job. I really enjoy it. It's nice. I wish I found this company 20 years ago.
Nice. Very nice. It's
Yes.
good to find something that you like and that you enjoy
It's not
doing.
just-
It's great.
It's not just finding something you like, but finding the employer that you like.
Yes. Yes. That goes a long way.
Yeah, one of my previous employers paid were good, all that kind of stuff, but they had a bad habit of mistreating their employees.
Mm.
I was glad to leave there. Sad.
No, that's all right. We got the beauty back. What's up?
Hey. Oh, yes.
I had my little puffball in there.
Oh, I like that puffball. Yeah, I like that puffball.
Here's the color blue.
Yes. So yeah,
Nice.
that's the royal blue. I have the pastel blue too, and oh, that looks nice. The pastel blue looks good, and so does the pink and the gray, and the white, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Doc Leno's Mug Show. Oh, we can make it a thing. Coffee with Dr. Leno.
Hey, that's not a
Coffee
bad
time.
idea.
No,
Dr.
I
Leno.
don't use my cups. I collect them from the
Me
channels.
too.
And
So
I have
completely
them all
clean.
back there on my shelf. I have quite a few from the channels back there.
Well, truthfully, those are the only mugs I drink from. Coffee mugs, that is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't drink from the ones I collect from the channels. I just
Okay.
I keep them.
Hey, I
back there.
understand. I understand completely. That's your collection. That is your hobby. But I'll tell you, I was listening to you guys driving while I'm doing my errands, driving around before I had to go, get ready for work and everything. And you're talking about the creative process.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the creative process is very strange for people. Some people, I mean, I know for myself, I can't sit down in front of a computer and just come up with something.
No, I don't.
No, it does not work for me. It does not work for me. Usually,
Oh, the nightcap is asking if we need some of his mugs.
I don't have one of your mugs. No, I don't. I can go and get one. Easy. No problem. I'll go get one.
Yeah, I have my mug collection back in Florida. Who did I have, Ray? I got mine. I got that Canada one. What else did I have? Oh, I had one from News Now Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was one more. Well, now I got the Doc Leno one.
You have Welsh News Network.
Welsh. Okay. That was the other one I had. Yeah.
I have oh my gosh. I don't even know how many back there. This is the only one I did not buy. Doc sent it to me.
Oh, that was so sweet of him.
Yes,
Thank you,
it
Doc.
was.
yes.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
anyway, Doc, you were saying?
I was just saying that for me, it's it hits me when I'm driving.
Mhm.
Or as Ray was saying, sometimes it's just us having our little conversations. It just hits me. In fact, yesterday I did not know what I want to do with part 4 of the Wheel Sippy Cup shenanigans, go check it out on my YouTube channel.
Mhm.
And I just was texting Ray, and ideas came to me. So now I got it almost written and ready to record.
Listen, Paul Cohen, look what Paul Cohen said. We should start making mugs that are the mug shots of the frauditors. Yes.
See, creative processes at work here while
Yeah.
we're talking. See what I mean? Like,
I
it
love that
hits
idea.
you.
I love that idea. But question would be, would there be some legal ramifications of using mugshot likeness of?
No, because you're
The mug shots are public information, right? They're public domain. Yeah.
if they put their face out there, then it's public. If they don't, then we wouldn't use it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go get the nightcaps mug.
In fact, that was one of my favorite backgrounds. Was the old Joe Rogan background where it was just like Elvis's mugshot and Frank Sinatra's mugshot and Jimi Hendrix's mugshot and all the mugshots of all the famous people. But yeah, that's you could use that image.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah. Mugs of mugshots.
Yes. But yes, and then also another thing that comes to my mind that helps my creative process is sleeping on things, especially with my work. If I have a problem that I cannot solve that afternoon, that day,
just let it go and sleep on it. Yeah,
sleep on it. And literally, the answer comes to you as you're waking up. It's kind of like you know what to do. When you're waking up, your mind's fresh. It's like all the other clutter that was probably crowded in your mind. It's not there, and it's like boom, there it is. That's the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I said, the human brain is an amazing thing. I think you guys actually addressed that yesterday. That we don't.
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It is very amazing. And you guys
everybody's creative process is different, and that's why I said don't look up what other people do. Do what you do.
Exactly.
And,
like I said, for me, it's driving or talking to Miss Ray.
Or sleeping on it,
Or sleeping on it, yes.
Yeah, and for Hez, it could be doing laundry or not staring at the computer. That's for sure, because obviously that blocks you. So just get up and do something else and put it in the back of your mind, and then it'll be like a lightning bolt. That's what it's like for me. Like, oh, we can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And then you guys talked about the most awesome subject to talk about: food.
Food, yes. We like talking about food. Hi, Leland.
So last night I got a little creative. Got some boneless chicken thighs and put a little season it. Put a little layer of sour cream on top of it. Took some panko, seasoned it with some seasoning, melt some butter into panko to just a little bit, and then spread it on top of my chicken thighs, and then cooked it in the air fryer.
He sent me a picture.
Oh,
it looked really, really good.
Nice.
It was so good.
Doc, the problem is I have no doubt that you know how to cook, but you think Vegemite is yummy, so I take everything you say with a grain of Vegemite.
Well, it is yummy. It is good. It is good.
All right, sure.
Saltiness. It's that saltiness and the.
You can post it, your link. If you're, is he a mod? The nightcap? I can't tell because I'm not.
No, but I mean, if
yeah,
we can give Nightcap a wrench. Yeah, absolutely.
I have to do it on my phone.
Well, Nightcap, you're Australian. Of course, you're going to say that you like Vegemite.
Yeah. Hold on a second there, guy. I'll take care of you.
I'll tell you what, Nightcap, in case you didn't know, a few months ago, Griffey sent me some Vegemite, and then I started getting all these super chats. People were paying me to eat Vegemite because I hate it so much. Parson says air fryer for the win. Yes. Raven Darkstar is here. What's up? Blackheart Knight is here. What's up? Oh, we got all the best people.
Oh, you must not have given me the
You should have full access to everything on here.
Well, it's not letting me, but
Let's see.
on other channels I can do it. On yours I cannot.
That's weird though. I gave you full access to everything on my channel. That's weird. I mean, I don't, it is what it is, but it's just, I'll do it. I don't see how you could not have that
other
ability.
people, other channels I can do it from, like right here in chat, not have to go into studio. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
in studio I can do it, but not. Yeah, I don't know. Weird.
That is
Maybe
very
it's just-
weird. You're like my one and only main managing moderator. Like, how could you not have any powers?
She shouldn't raise the sword and go for the power of Grayskull.
By the power of Grayskull.
So I have the power. Okay, all right. Oh, by the way, speaking of geeky stuff, I've decided I'm going to do a live stream
Watch
about
out.
Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Oh,
Didn't you raise your price though? I thought you raised your price, so that doesn't happen again.
Oh, well, you know what? What happened was, I think it was when you were in the hospital, so I don't think you were here that day. But what happened was somebody said, if I send you a new jar, will you eat the whole jar? And I was like, I better get like mad super chats. If I get an insane amount of super chats, I'll eat a whole damn jar, but it better be a lot of money because they were giving me $50 just to do one spoonful, But let's see, where's I'm just scrolling through here. Here's the nightcap. Let's go ahead and give him a wrench.
Yeah, he's a channel. He should have a wrench.
Boom, there you go.
Hi, Blackheart Knight.
All right, I got him. Watch out, Griffey will super chat you again to eat Vegemite. Hey, you know what? It is what it is, man.
Hey, Blackheart, I think the post came down because a lot of us reported it, so I think it's not up anymore. But damage done, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that
awful.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not take long for information to be out there before it's spread all over.
Well, that's the thing about the internet. I could if I said, it's, I don't have a wrench. Oh no. But anyway, one of the things that I learned from doing this real fast is everything that you say, especially if it's in writing, because once you put something in writing, I could send somebody a private message, that I trust 100% and that it's all good. And I'm just saying this, and it's on the internet and everybody's talking about it the next day. You can't do anything without everybody being able to grab it and snag it and take screenshots of it. And it's all over the place. You can't do a damn thing on the internet anymore, or probably never could, but
and it's crying shame when you have someone you think that you can trust who betrays your trust.
Right.
And to me, it's not the fact that it got out. It's but more about who let it out.
Right. Right. I sent an email to somebody, and then next thing I know, one paragraph from the middle of the email has some other creator doing a whole video about that paragraph. Yeah. That was fun.
And the more likely that paragraph, that sentence, that whatever was being talked about
completely
was taken
out of context.
completely out of context because they did not have the whole email.
Exactly.
Highway Star gifted 5 Frauditor Follies membership.
All right. Thank you so much, Highway Star. You are the mentionist mensch to ever mensch to mensch. Here's your happy dance. All right. All right. Yes. Thank you so.
Yeah, hey, Mr. People.
Hey, and Highway Star, thank you very much. I'm actually one of the recipients.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Congratulations. All right. Congratulations.
So yes. But yeah, that's you guys talking about food. You're talking about. I'm like, dang man, I gotta get in here because the food is.
Oh, Chris, listen. Let me answer this really, really quick. It's supposed to be that YouTube punishes a channel for that. It's supposed to be, but they usually don't.
And here's the crying shame about that one is that one way that YouTube will start punishing them is, and I hate to say it, it's going to probably take a class action lawsuit against the victims of the false copyright strikes.
By the victims, not against the victims.
Yes, by the victims.
Yeah, by the victims.
Yeah, and I say class action because there's a lot of victims.
Yeah, because YouTube doesn't do anything because these channels make them money in AdSense revenue. So they don't do anything about it. They just let them.
It's got to cost
rampant.
it's got to cost YouTube money before they'll start saying no, we're going to bust down on this.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's costing them money. They don't care.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to have in place. It's just the abuse of it.
Right.
Dr. Dave is trying to get the money to sue him. So yeah. He's got to GoFundMe for it.
Hey, Nightcap. Yeah, you're absolutely all right. We all should be mates.
Well, Mike. Yes.
Because YouTube is supposedly against their terms of service, but we all know how they treat that. You know, they don't even follow their own terms of service. So,
and that's where I think that good lawyer could actually go after them on that matter.
Oh, they could.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's ruining like good channels like Lucid Dream. She should not be down. You know what I mean? It's
right.
It's frivolous. And
it is frivolous. And you know, I'm 110% behind her. I'm familiar with the video that got strike. I watched it. It was definitely 100% repurposed. And
she's got fair use. Totally has fair use. I mean, she's gonna win. It's just that now her channel is down though, and she's losing revenue. She's reputation, revenue. It's she could sue.
Right.
So maybe we ought to do a GoFundMe for her to get a lawyer, as well. I mean, that's what it's going to take. It's what it's going to take.
And I would say if she wants to sue YouTube.
Right. Include them in it because.
Yes.
Well, that's one of the things too that I've noticed. Like, well, what I always like to say, because like we talk about hypocrisy and stuff. The way these guys will always ultimately, like whatever their shtick is, because they're all different, but ultimately their fundamental argument always comes down to, well, I can do this because it's legal. So that means I can do it. Well, fair use is legal, which means I can do it. So why do you guys constantly go after people who do fair use? It's legal. The whole reason why you are an asshole for a living is because it's legal.
We know that Audit Them did it strictly to get her information. That's why he's doing it.
Right.
Why? What's his name did it? What's the other guy?
Liberty Troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liberty Troll did it just to be a
douche.
A dick face. Yeah. So to be vindictive. They know what fair use is. They absolutely know what fair use is. They just want to bring her channel down. To be vindictive.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
So maybe you're right. Maybe a class action with the channels against YouTube and the various channels that are doing it would be appropriate. Good morning, Katie Z.
Hey, what's up, Katie?
Yes. Thank you. You're very sweet always. Oh my gosh, she's always so sweet.
And good morning to you. Yes. Yeah. And I thought I saw
Thank
something
you.
Paul Cohen said earlier, and I wanted to say respond to that. Let me double check in the chats here. And I may have missed it.
Just want to say Highway Fire is a rock star.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Paul Cohen. Yes. Actually, CyberX made that picture.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and I do like that picture.
Good
That's actually
artist. He's a very good artist. Guys,
Oh,
ever
yeah.
need an artist for anything? I would go to CyberX and see what he can do for you.
Yeah, and
He's-
CyberX is actually doing the characters for Will's Sippy Cup shenanigans.
Yeah. That's funny. That's
okay. Is the guy? Here's the unusual thing. You got two Frauditors that's
yes,
running.
you are. You're very
Yeah.
sweet, Katie said. Yeah. He does very good artwork. So I would say if you need any art done for any reason whatsoever, I would hit him up and see what he can do. He's very good.
By the way, I agree with Katie said 100%. But anyway, yes.
That she's nice? Yeah.
No,
she's
what
very
she
nice.
said about you. And yes, she's nice. I agree with you that she's nice. I agree with her that you're gorgeous. How about that?
Oh.
Hey, Nightcap. Do I know you
Thank you, but no.
as another name by any chance?
He's well, what is it? He calls himself something else, like kind of like Frauditor Follies is my channel, but I'm Hezokuai.
Right.
Like his channel is the Nightcap, but
Okay, because he says he wanted to have a catch up with me one day. Yeah, sure. My email's listed on my channel. Just shoot me an email. I have a sneaky feeling that I may have talked to him in the past. I just don't
Ray
know.
has a concerned look on her face. What's going on, Ray?
No, oh, sorry, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. If it's all good, it's all good. All right. Anyway, yes.
Hey, Friday
But, okay.
Terminator, good morning. Good
Hey,
morning,
Friday
Edward
Terminator.
Kitziller.
And I do have to wrap
Yes.
it up because I do have to start getting ready for
Good morning,
work, eat
yeah.
my breakfast, the whole good stuff. Actually turn on my work laptop.
All right. Well, thanks for
Yes.
coming up, man.
Hey,
Always
thanks for
fun.
having me. Thanks for having me. Because I mean, those are good topics that you guys were addressing earlier, and I did want to put in my 2 cents on them. It's just
Absolutely.
like, yes.
Okay.
And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
Yep.
All right,
I'll talk
cool.
to you
Take it
later.
easy.
See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Doc Lanu. Wrong button.
And good morning, Nightman's wife.
All right.
Trying to figure out
Yes,
who
good to
came
see
in.
you.
Say good morning to Leland. I think that's it. If I missed you, say good morning to you. I apologize. Frauditor Roundup, good morning. Good morning, Raven. I think I said good morning to Raven, right? Or
Yes.
I don't know. I don't want to miss anyone. I'm like, I just don't want to
Right.
be rude. You know, I don't want to be rude and miss anyone. So anyway, okay.
Yes. So, getting back to what we were saying before, when we were talking about like the food thing, we were talking about the idea that like when you have like a big party, like a wedding or something like that, afterwards, if you talk to people, it's always the food.
Yeah.
They always talk about the food. It was good food or it was bad. Like that's always the big thing, you know?
Yep, it is. It's the most stressful. I think it was stressful for me was if people were going to like the food.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to like the food? Are they going to like the food? Oh my God, the food. We went for a tasting beforehand. We got to taste everything so we could pick the menu. And it was like, I don't know. What are people going to want? What are they going to want? What are they going to like? Oh my God. I don't like picking food for other people. You know what I mean? That was the first stressor. And then the second was, are they going to like the food? You know, because everybody talks about that, you know?
Right.
And then the second thing is if they had a good time. But the first thing is always, how was the food?
Yep.
Like when a baby's born, what's the weight and how,
Right.
you know, the length and the weight, you know, it's always the first question. How much did it weigh? And how long was the baby? You know? So
yeah. Well, no,
and how much did it weigh? You know, and
I chuckled when you said that though, because I heard this joke and I totally could relate to it because I've got four, so I know.
Cupcake. We're
Oh,
doing it
it's
late.
time for the cupcake dance. Oh my goodness gracious me. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes.
See, every time I'm here, we're late with this. We're late. I'm sorry, Cupcake. I love you.
Yes. Absolutely.
I hope you're okay.
Yes. Yes,
If
indeed.
you're watching, I really hope you're okay.
It was funny the other day. Again, I think it was
There
when
she
you
is.
were.
Yay.
Yeah. All right.
Woo. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. It's really good.
The other-
to see you. Oh my gosh.
One of the
Miss her so much.
days when you weren't here because you were in the hospital, I was I had like a gap between a video and like the next video I was going to play was like 20
me
minutes,
too.
and I had like 5 minutes till the cupcake dance. So I was saying like, oh man, I gotta just filibuster for the next 5 minutes,
Yeah.
you know. And then she's been watching the whole time, and she just pops in the chat and says, "You can do it now. I don't mind." Like, oh yeah, there she is. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you. I am. I love you too. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Oh, it's good to see her though.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I miss
Yes.
her. I miss her so much. It's like, you know.
Yes, we love Frauditor News Network.
Yeah.
I owe her a piece of cake, by the way.
You were a piece of cake?
Yeah, there was her and I already talked about it, but I got every once in a while I'll get like on my phone I'll get a notification that I got like a PayPal or a Cash App, and I got one, and the message with it was you know, do whatever you want with the money, but some of it has to be used to sit down and buy a piece of cake for Cupcake, and you and her have to sit down and eat it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's now that
I like
I'm in
that.
Wisconsin and she's
I really
like-
do like that. Yeah. You guys are, I mean, it's not like, I mean, you're not right on top of each other, but you're very close. You can go and, you know, when she's better and
right now that we're in the
together,
same state. Yep.
Yeah. That's very
Um,
sweet. I like that. Whoever sent that. Hi, LaDonna.
I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Trying to. Am I doxing? Oh no, you can't see these papers.
No, I can't see him.
Dox myself.
Well, if the person didn't want everybody to know who they
No, it wasn't a secret. I just forgot where Mark Rules. It was Mark Rules.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he doesn't, I don't see him much. He doesn't come much anymore. But
Well, that was part of the message. Was he said, "I'm always there. I'm just not always in the chat."
oh, okay. Well,
So for all
hi,
we know,
Mark
you could be watching
Rules.
right
And
now.
yeah, he does like the cake. There's a cake that she likes, I think, that he talks about.
Well, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that's sweet. Oh,
Yep.
It's very sweet.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is.
It was very nice of
I
it.
can't wait for you to go do that then. You
Yeah.
know? Go
That'll
have
be
the
fun.
cake. Yeah. So nice. I like that.
Yep. And then, but so yeah, when we were talking about like the food stuff and like the weddings and this and that, and whenever the big parties, like everyone's always like the food this, the food that. What I was saying is that when, because my dad was in a wedding band, I used to go to weddings all the time, and I always preferred the buffet style, you know, because you could take a little bit of everything as opposed to having to pick. Well, do I want the beef? Do I want the chicken? Do I want the fish? It's
See,
like,
that's
hey,
what
you
we
can go up there and
did.
take a little bit of each.
We went with menu because, well, you know, it's fancier.
Yeah, people see it as
Yeah.
classy or whatever, but I always preferred the buffet style myself.
But when we were going around, like I I overheard people like saying, "Well, I'll get this, you get that, and we'll trade," you know, because people wanted to try more than one thing. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
somebody was like, "Oh, I'll have the salmon, and you get the beef, and you get the chicken, and we'll switch off." You know, I'm like,
Mhm.
"See, we should have went with buffet." It's people don't care about that. It's not any classy, you know.
Right.
But
And
my
that's the thing.
mother-in-law was like,
But that's the thing that I've noticed that too. Like a lot of people get that attitude where it's like, oh, they want it to be. But I mean, I've been to like weddings in VFW halls, just cheap weddings, didn't have open bar or anything. But afterwards, again, the food
had
was so
open
good.
bar.
The food, everyone, well, yeah. That's the one big complaint is when they don't have open bar. I always hear that complaint. But
Well, we got to be able to like do it cheaper. We got married on a Friday night, and we just did this whole thing where like we did the menu instead of the buffet, and then we were able to afford the open bar then.
okay.
So the whole thing cost like 10,000 total. We didn't spend like
An insane amount.
insane amounts of money like some people do on a wedding. I'm like, it's a party. I'm not spending. I don't even like want to do this. It's like a party. Why can't we just have a party somewhere? It's like, why are we doing this? I would have been fine with City Hall and a party.
Yep.
But I'm not one that likes that stuff.
Right.
They're not introverted and walking down an aisle scared to poop you out of me, like 8 miles long, you know what I mean? I was like, oh my gosh. When I saw the aisle, I was like, oh no, I can't do that, Yeah.
Mine was exact opposite. Mine was like, there was like all these Navy guys and they all got together and like in the city hall, and then the judge like read the vows and like they all like in unison were like, I do. And then I do. They're like, okay, you're all married. And then he hit the gavel. And then me and her came up and he just read it one more time. I do. All right, go ahead, get out of here. Hit the gavel.
But
You're
then
married.
he was in labor and you had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
So you got married and had a baby on the same day. That's awesome. You never forget that because it's his birthday.
Exactly.
Or her birthday. I'm sorry.
Hers,
birthday.
yeah.
Yeah. So can't forget your anniversary.
Nope.
I mean, too, it's the birthday too.
It's the same day.
Or was she born the next day?
No,
the same
was
day?
the same day. Yep.
She was born the same day. So yeah, you can't forget your wedding anniversary because it's also your daughter's birthday.
Exactly.
Well, how cool is that? What a wedding present. What a wedding present. You got a baby for your wedding anniversary or for your wedding gift.
Yep.
What
It
a
definitely
present.
made a lot of things easier.
Yeah. Wow. Talk about planning.
Yeah. Yeah. When she got old enough to understand that it was the same date, it was like, can you explain that to me? It's like, oh boy, we knew that conversation was coming someday. But when she was little, trying to, it was.
You just explain that you've been together.
Right.
It wasn't because of her you had to get married. It's, you wanted to. It just.
Right. It was just, that was like.
Mom happened to go into labor the same day. That's all.
Well, that was the thing. Like the whole time we were discussing, like trying to decide, like, because we were going to do it, but it's like, okay, when? How are we going to pick the date? What do we pick? And then as it got closer and closer, it was like, well, how about? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Luckily, you already had the license because you have to wait 48 hours in Illinois or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, we were already planning everything out ahead of time. So
yeah, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely something else. But anyway, so we didn't have any food. We didn't have a party, and the only thing
but
that
you got a baby. You got a baby.
Yes, that's much
way
better.
That's way better than having a reception.
The one
Probably
thing that
way more expensive too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But the one thing about it, as far as food goes, that was wild was afterwards, the hospital let her pick. Because it was her first baby and whatever, blah, blah, blah. They let her pick whatever meal she wanted from the menu. And they had like a special menu just for new moms. And she had never tried lobster before, ever in her life. So she was like, I want to try the lobster. So when they brought it up, she was so excited to get her lobster. And I just took one look at it and I'm like, this isn't fair. This is the first time you've ever had lobster in your life. And this is what they give you. It was a lobster tail, like the shell of the tail, stuffed with imitation crab meat. And she's like, this tastes terrible. I'm like, it's not lobster. You still, so now she thinks she hates lobster. And I even explained to her at the time, I'm like, no, that's not lobster.
No. She's
That's
got to
not-
try real lobster, not imitation crab meat stuffed in a shell. That's not lobster. Was crab and it's imitation.
Right.
That's no. Oh, come on.
No.
No, she has to try real lobster.
Yeah.
She has to. Well, she doesn't have to, but she should.
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't give a shit what she does. But back then, I tried to tell her, yeah.
I know, but I'm just Jesus. All right, but I'm saying, okay, yes. Tell us how you really feel. I'm just saying, like, she should try real lobster,
Right. Yeah.
not imitation crab. That's nobody should eat that crab.
No, yes. It's Franken food.
Okay, pal. Yeah, it's kind of inhumane, P. Barnes, how they cook it. It's yeah,
Oh, when they just take the lobster, just throw it in already boiling water.
and they're not they're
Yeah.
they're not unalived yet,
Right. That's why, like,
Good morning, Chef. How are you today? Good morning, Lisa. Who else are we? Did we not say good morning to? Maggie, did we say good morning to you? I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, Maggie, hey. Anybody else I missed? Please speak up. I don't want to miss you. And be rude. I don't want to.
That's all right. They all know that we love them because they're the best fans in the world. They're the Rash
They
family.
are.
Yeah.
They are the best fans in the world.
Speaking of which, that reminds me of something.
It is it, Paul? Okay.
What happened?
Well, that makes me feel better. Paul said not all lobsters prepared that way.
Well, I was going to say, if you go to the store and buy lobster tail, obviously it's not cooked.
And it's not attached to the lobster. So obviously the lobster itself is.
Right. Not being boiled alive.
Right.
Yep.
Oh. Haven't seen a red lobster here. I don't know if they have them here.
I'm done with Red Lobster, by the way.
You're done.
Like
with
I used to go there all the time when I was a kid, and then when I first went to Florida, like when I first got there, it was like, oh, he's here. Let's do something to celebrate him being here. So me, Hezo mom, and her best friend, we all went to Red Lobster, like to have our first, celebration that I'm down there meal. And like immediately just opening the menu, the sticker shock was like bam. And like so each of us got like the tiniest little nothing stuff on the menu, and the bill was like close to $200. And it was just like
for Red Lobster?
Yeah.
What the heck what do you mean? But you're in Florida, close to water.
Yes, exactly.
Where fish live. And I'm sorry, I don't understand why in Illinois it was never. I went to Red Lobster all the time, never close to $200 ever.
Right. When I was a kid, any time it was always like if it was a special occasion, like, well, okay, it's your birthday. Where do you want it? Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. Yeah, it was never $200.
Yeah.
Never. What the heck? I don't get it.
Yeah, it was
nuts. Missing? What am I missing? What?
I don't know. These days, everything's more expensive. I guess it just even McDonald's is $10 for a hamburger.
More expensive being near the ocean.
Well, that's the thing. That was what killed us and made us say we're never going to Red Lobster again. Because you would think when you're in Florida that the lobster and the fish and everything would be so much cheaper because the ocean's right there. They don't have to ship it.
Exactly. It's like how are you more expensive than a state that doesn't live anywhere near an ocean?
Yep.
Just a lake where they're not going to, give you the fish out of there. It's like
I don't know.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm missing here.
Yeah,
must
neither
be
did I. That's
stupid.
why we hated it.
I wouldn't go back there either.
Yep. It was
200
crazy.
bucks. Oh my God. How many of you were there?
3.
3 people, 200 bucks.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, honey. Good morning.
I mean, Pimento Bay is here. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, what?
I just can't figure it out. Like, it's
Oh,
bothering
why
me.
it
Hi,
was so expensive.
Carson. Well, no, the workers don't go out fishing for the food, but they can get the food easier, is what I'm saying. All the fish restaurants that are close to oceans are cheaper than ones that are not. It's
Right, because they have
Hi,
to have
Stefan.
the fish shipped from the ocean all the way to wherever you are, as opposed to
Right.
they catch it right there, you know?
Hi, internet god. Like I'm saying, how is Illinois cheaper on
Right.
like lobster and shrimp at Red Lobster than Florida? Well, that's really close to like a gulf, an ocean. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And that's like, I mean, it's not about price wise, but that just reminded me of, I remember years ago, there was an episode of one of those Gordon Ramsay shows. They ordered gold-plated lobster and jewel-encrusted crab legs, right?
that's, you know what? That's the only thing I can think of. Thank you, because they had to have. You're right. Roundup. You are right about that. You're just not saying. Stefan. How are you today, Stefan?
But yeah, like I was saying, the
right, $200 for rubbery lobster. Anyway, yeah,
right. Oh my goodness.
and crab legs that have like 0 meat in them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's hard to say. Oh, I was talking about how like just this discussion made me remember a Gordon Ramsay episode. And again, it wasn't about the prices, but it was about he went to a restaurant and he tried the food and he's like, the food isn't that great, but he was like, you know, you have no fish on your menu. And the restaurant owner's like, yeah, so he's like, what's this? When you're sitting in the restaurant and you're facing the windows and you're looking outside, what are you looking at? What is that thing right there? What is that called? The ocean. And you're right there and you don't serve fish. Like you could just go grab it like every morning, you know?
Yeah.
But
I mean, where I'm at here, we're about 60, a little less than 60 miles from the ocean. So yeah, so we get the best of it both here. We got mountains right close to us for like skiing and stuff like that, and then the ocean's only about 60 miles away. So get the best of both worlds here if you have, you're an outdoorsy person.
Right.
Living in the good old capital of Oregon here.
So let's see. I just did a quick Google search. What's the average Red Lobster bill? And they're saying it could be up to $100 per person, easy.
I've never, ever paid that much. But then again, I don't go out there and pig out on somebody else's dime either. You know what I mean?
Right. But also thinking like, when was the last time you ate at Red Lobster? I mean, I remember, again, other than that time, before that, I hadn't eaten in Red Lobster
COVID.
years.
Should I have said that? Am I allowed to say it?
I don't think YouTube cares about that word anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was only when it first happened that it was an issue, you know.
Yeah, before that was the last time I went there.
Right. So
again, probably you're right. Prices have skyrocketed since then.
Yeah.
So I should probably shut my mouth about stuff I don't know.
Well, no, I mean it's I think
Carson-
everything is going up
Hold on.
lately.
Let me explain this to Parson really quick because I don't think he knows what went on. I moved back, but because of my insurance wouldn't transfer to Illinois, I had to come back here. It's a good thing I did because of what happened last week that landed me in the hospital. So that's why I'm back in Oregon. So insurance. Good old insurance.
Right. Well, you know what? Like you said, though, and that's one of the things. Like, well, you know me, I always try to look at the bright side of everything, and that is true. Like, as you know, like wanting to go back to Illinois so bad, and you finally get back, and then all this stuff happens, and you have to go back to Oregon. But then, yeah, what happened to you last week? If that would have happened here, who knows how it would have ended up, you know, but at least because you were there when it happened.
Well, I mean,
now,
they would have taken care of me, sure, but I would have been on the hook for that whole entire
for the money.
bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't imagine how much this is going to cost. You know what I mean?
Right.
ICU alone is, oh my God, you know.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I'm
crazy
having
stuff.
surgery and it's, no, I couldn't. So it's a good thing I came back because
In that sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's why one of the things that I always say is sometimes, you know, I've just in general in my life, at least, even, you know, I've noticed so many times some things would happen that at the time they're happening, it's like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? This is so horrible. I can't believe it. But then, like, later on, weeks, maybe months later, something else would happen that'd be like, boy, I'm sure glad I was in this position at that time, you know? Like,
That's
yeah.
why
But
when
put
we
me
were
there was
talking
bad.
about fate versus
Choice versus destiny.
choice,
kind of.
random, is it random or is it all planned out? You know what I mean? And it makes you wonder because but if I hadn't come back, you know what I mean? Like I would be on the hook, or I might not have gone to the hospital because I would have been like, I'm not paying for that. And then where would I be right now?
Well, and plus I was
Not
also thinking
here.
of it, right. But I was also thinking of it in terms of being in a different place around different people, how the reaction would have been to what happened versus, you know what I mean? Like there's all these other ifs and other pieces of the puzzle as well, you know, that could have added up in a million different ways. Who knows, you know?
Right. But I'm just saying, like, if I had stayed there, who knows if I would have even went because I would have been scared of the bill.
Right. Ugh.
And then I wouldn't be here.
Nightmares.
Oh, sad. Just the thought of that. So it's like, yeah, glad I came back because for that reason. You know?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's, and well, you already know this, but I mean, I you know, obviously that when I found out that you had to go back to Oregon, I was disappointed because when I heard you were back home and now I'm back home, I thought, oh, great, me and her are going to be close to each other. We could actually like meet in person and that'd be so awesome finally. But then you had to leave. I was disappointed about that, but I would much rather have you alive, you know,
Yeah.
than like, okay, whatever, forget
No,
that.
I understand that. Yeah. Of course you're disappointed. I was too, but there's things I can't control. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. But hey, at least you got to what you finally you did get to have a real Chicago hot dog while you were back, right?
I did, yeah.
At least.
You know what I found out they sell here though?
What's
Hebrew
that?
National.
Ooh.
Which is the next best thing to Vienna. So, you know, we did find Hebrew National hot dogs. So
awesome. Now, if you can find poppy seed buns,
yeah, we can't find though. They don't have the poppy seed buns. But I did tell you we went on the Vienna website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have all those. You could buy like a Chicago hot dog kit and all that stuff. They have it sent to you. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that when I have some extra money. I'm gonna But I'm gonna get the one with you could get the beef, the Italian beef and the hot dog pack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Nice.
do that. Yeah. It's like
And then,
$54, so I have to actually save for that. So it's like,
well, that's one of the things, and I
Yeah.
think that's one of the things like a lot of people miss when they talk about like Chicago hot dogs. They always think about what you're putting on it. It's like, but the Vienna Beef Company was a Chicago company. Like, you get that, or you get your best kosher, and it's like it's not just what you put on the dog, but it's a good, high quality hot dog.
hot dog, yeah.
You know, that makes all the
Vienna
difference.
beef, or like I said, Hebrew National is like the next best thing to
Right.
the Vienna beef. So came home from the store with those. I was like,
Yes.
oh, they actually have that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, because it's really hard to find, you know.
Mhm.
Usually you end up with some Oscar Mayer crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Chicken butts and
My dad's gonna haunt me for
hooves.
saying that. But yeah, he worked for Oscar Mayer for 30 years, my dad.
Yeah, cow lips and tails and hooves. And
No, that's not true. They don't put that in there.
No,
I asked him and he said no. I did ask my dad that. He said no. You don't put that in there.
Well, no, yeah, because I mean, realistically, that's more like dollar store hot dogs, and even then, they don't even have
Yeah.
beef in them. It'll say on the label, made out of chicken and pork.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Dollar store hot dogs. I mean, if you're hungry, I mean, you do
Well,
what you got to do, but
Now that's when I don't mind putting ketchup on it.
right,
You know,
gotta
hide
the
that
taste.
flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just put mustard on it at that point. Still, I wouldn't put ketchup.
Right.
It's so ingrained in me that to not put ketchup on a hot dog that I would rather put mustard on it.
Yep.
Plus, mustard tastes better.
Yeah, that's true too.
does.
But I always got to put ketchup on my burger, though. Well, unless I have tomatoes on it, then I don't need the ketchup.
Yeah, I'm like, just put a tomato on it. Yeah.
Yep.
See, but my stomach doesn't like tomato things, things with tomato because of the acid. It
Okay,
just
yeah.
doesn't. I literally get sick from it. Like tomato sauce for spaghetti, all of that, like pizza sauce, all of it. It's like my stomach does not like it. I have to be really careful with it.
What about like a white sauce, like a butter-based sauce?
Oh, like Alfredo sauce?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's fine. I think it's the acid and the tomato.
it's the tomato specifically.
Yeah. So, because you get old and
Yeah. Yeah, I've been getting to that point too. Like I love just this weekend.
morning Anastasia.
Morning. The day before yesterday, when the boys were here, we had burgers.
Yeah.
And I made the burgers and they had tomato, red onion, and lettuce on them. And they were delicious and they were great. And my stomach was like, tomato and onion?
You told me to tell you don't eat the onion on your burger.
I know.
You told me don't eat the onion. You said onion is bad. Like it doesn't agree with you.
You weren't there. I forgot.
Yeah.
But
I
love
can't have
onions.
sugar, Nightman's wife. I'm a diabetic. Did you know that one banana and a half an orange is 45 carbs?
No, I did not.
But scrambled eggs and 4 pieces of bacon is 1 carb.
Well, no, seriously, like that's one of the big things with the when they talk about the low carb diets, because
Yeah.
if you remember, I was looking into that. All the bacon and eggs that you want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was ticking off my nurse in the hospital because they were like, you need to eat so we could give you insulin. I'm like, okay. So I would order the bacon and eggs,
Yeah.
'cause I know how to eat. I'm a diabetic. I know how to eat,
Right.
And it's like, it's 1 carb. You keep only eating 1 carb. And I'm like, you said eat. You didn't say like I had to eat like so many carbs,
Right.
She's like, you're allowed 45 to 60 carbs a meal. Why don't you eat that? I said, I don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to give me insulin if I don't need it. So back up with that needle,
Yep.
They're always trying to poke you in there with something. And then, so she brought me an orange, a half an orange and a banana. And she's like, here's 45 carbs, eat it. I'm
Wow.
like, why are you making me eat carbs if I don't want to? It
Yeah.
was so strange to me that they would rather me eat the carbs so they can give me the insulin if I didn't need the insulin.
Wow.
Does that make sense to you? Because it didn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what they were thinking, unless it was just because there was a certain amount, like a number
No,
of
my sugar was
insulin,
within
but-
normal range.
right. It should be
So-
based on that, not on we're going to give you this amount every day, but you have to have your sugar to be up to
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like she was so like, I have to get rid of this. I have to. She was like rocking in the corner, like, I have to get rid of this. I have to get rid of this. It's like, okay, you don't have to. If I'm in normal range, I ate and everything's cool. You can take that needle and shove it because I don't need the insulin right now.
Right.
You know, so I don't get it. Like, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you, like,
Yeah, I didn't
you can have
realize that.
all
That's
the
wild.
bacon you want because it's very low carb. Meat
Mhm.
is very low carb, but I'm just
Yep.
not like I don't like eating a lot of it.
Well, that's it. Like the carnivore diet, just eat nothing
No,
but
don't eat
meat.
fad diets. Don't eat fad
Well,
diets.
no, I know. I'm just saying that's what it is. It's all about just eat all, like, because the whole idea behind it is, well, you don't have to starve yourself. You're not going to go hungry. You want to eat 10 pounds of freaking ground beef? Go ahead. Just grab
No, don't do that. It's a fad diet.
bacon in there and eggs, and you're good.
It's a fad diet. You need
Yes, it
you
is.
need vegetables. You need protein. Well, protein's in the meat, and you need other vitamins, minerals, stuff like that. So
Right,
eating just strictly meat is not going to be good for you in the long run.
right.
You're going to be very vitamin deficient, mineral deficient, things like that. So
Yeah, it's a 2 feet.
Yeah.
Jason got her.
if you're gonna diet, it's simply strategies like calories in and calories out. Move your
Right.
body. That's all. You just got to move more.
Mhm.
Lower your portions and move more. That's it.
Moving and grooving.
And
and
read your
whatnot.
labels. That's all. So read your labels.
Jazz hands.
Just
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Don't look at me right now. I'm puffy. They have me on steroids.
mm,
Put on my face.
I don't know. I still think you're beautiful.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So anyway, let's see. We're we're more than halfway done. We're already 2 hours in.
Are we really? I feel
Yeah.
like we've been talking just like nonsense and boring everyone to death, but it's all right.
Yeah, we're having fun, enjoying the morning, and that's what
Can I once
Tuesday's all about.
again mention how Highway Star is just an absolute rock star of a mod?
Yes.
Yeah.
Highway Star is awesome. Huge supporter of the channel. We love Highway Star. We love Little Chihuahua. We love all you guys. Oh, that reminds me of what I was going to say earlier. So I didn't respond to it because
Thanks, Jaime. Just let us know if he's gonna snipe, please. We'll go on subscriber only mode.
So anyway, these
Sorry.
oh yeah, the trolls.
Yeah, no,
But like they're leaving these comments, and there was this one comment that I read, and I didn't respond to because I just read it. I don't know if I'm gonna respond to it because screw them anyway.
where is it?
Well, it's just in my comment section, a comment that I read, but I don't
On
remember
which video?
specifically. I guess I'll go do some research. I don't know. I remember.
No, I
the
want to
comment
know
and
because I
talk
want
about
to
it.
go respond to it.
Well, let me tell the story. So what happened was I read this comment and it had something. It said something like, it was on the freaking media video, and it was
Sniping. He's sniping. Can you go on sub only mode, please?
yes.
Do you remember how to do it?
Well, I just did it yesterday, so I should be able to figure it out quicker.
It's where
No.
you set the time for the chat. Remember?
Oh, right. I have to go in the video itself. Yeah.
Yeah. I can only do up to 20 minutes. So, yes, Little Chihuahua live stream today, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square or rectangle or circle shaped, however shape you want to be there, or you're going to turn into some weird shape. But we're going to support my tiny Chihuahua life. Okay? Please. Please. Oh, you don't? Edward? That's weird.
What?
Maybe go out and come back in. He doesn't see anyone in chat. We're all here.
At all?
Don't worry, we didn't leave you. You choose circle, Paul? Okay.
Circle. Yeah. Everybody knows.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. And I will be there cheering you on, of course. Oh, well, it's just us anyway. Edward, there's nobody weird here. You know, I would like to be a circle too. I think I would choose circle with Paul Cohen. But I'm going to be there, so I'm not going to be a circle. Are you going on sub-only mode?
I think I just did.
Oh, let me see what you did here. Yep, you did. Okay. 5 days or longer. Okay. Cool beans, dear. Cool beans.
Yes, yes.
Is it still...
What?
Is Blackheart Knight still in here?
I don't know.
You know what, Katie? Good.
Mommy's all right. Daddy's all right. They just seem a little weird.
Isn't it strange? And this is fine, because if we were all the same, it would be boring. I like weird people. I'm weird.
Normal is boring.
Yes. And if we were all the same, the world would be a boring place. I like that people are weird. I like different people. You know, I like strange people. You know, they're interesting.
Yeah.
I don't like robots who just follow along with, you know, the crowd. I like
Whatever's
people who
clever.
break away and think for themselves, you know.
Yeah. That's in fact that goes back to what I was saying yesterday. You know, one of the reasons why I love you so much is because, like, we can have disagreements and arguments or whatever, but because if we just agreed with everything all the time, then that would just be boring. It'd be like, hey, Ray, don't you like this? Yeah. Hey, Hez, don't you like this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No
Like, what's
discussion, no, yeah. You're not passionate about anything. You're not, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
how do you go through life not caring about anything, not passionate about anything, not being a little strange about something, you know?
Right.
I mean, if somebody doesn't call you weird at least once in your life, then I don't think you're doing things right. You know what I mean? So,
You're too normal. Stop it.
too normal. Yeah. I like being strange. I like being weird. My sister calls me weird. Sometimes she calls me weird all the time. I like it. I like being weird. She's weird too. So what? You know?
Yep.
We're both weird. You're weird. I like goading you on sometimes so we debate, you know?
Yep.
I do. I goad him on sometimes so we'll have a debate. Hi, Erica. How are you today, dear? Mr. Thomas, you're weird and you're petty. Petty can be good sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Black sheep weirdo of your family. See, I don't think just because you're weird is it because you're weird that they made you the black sheep? Because I don't think that's a reason to make someone a black sheep just because they're weird.
Yeah. It also depends on how you define weird, you know, because weird is a very vague term or can be.
Doing all right, Erica. Doing all right. See, weird, I don't know. I think people just being themselves they're not being weird. You know what I mean? They're just being themselves.
Right.
You know, like your child thinks he's weird because he's just being himself and he thinks that other kids don't like him. You know, I think he's just having an active imagination. You know what I mean?
Right.
as a 9-year-old should.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and to me, that's not weird. He's not weird. So
Right.
I wouldn't call him weird. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know how to
Well-
describe. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like,
Well, yeah. Well, like, and I was always attracted more towards that as well. Like, for example, when I was in high school, and this is, you know, it's like I guess like normal kids, like whatever, they were also the ones that would pick on me. But the kids that, like, my parents would tell me to stay away from, the heavy metal kids and the punk rock kids and all that, they were always cool. You know, they were the
my
ones that
mother-
were always
yeah.
nice to me, you know?
my mother didn't want me listening to heavy metal because of the names of the bands.
Mhm.
Anthrax. She was like, "That's poison. Why would you want to listen to that?" Oh my God. Not in my house. It's just the name of a band. It's the name of a band. It's not really going to be like poison literally going into me. You know what I mean? It's not,
Right.
they're not really sending Anthrax through like my headphones, through my
Right.
Walkman. Oh my God. Haven't said
Yep.
that in a while. Through my Walkman into my ears,
Yep.
you know, it's Spinal Tap, things like that. They haven't, you know, they're not really. She was so weird about that, you know, like the names of the bands bothered her more than the music did.
Wow. See, that was one of the things that I was always lucky about growing up, was because both of my parents' music was so important to them. Just the fact that I was into music so much, they liked that.
But they
And
didn't want you hanging out with the kids. That
no. If you asked Hezo mom to this day, she would say, "Oh, he always hung out with the weirdos. He would always bring home the rejects." But my mom always felt sorry for the rejects because they were the rejects, so she always was cool with me hanging out with them. But I'm saying, like, in general, the idea of like, oh, those are the kids you stay away from, were the ones that were the only ones that were nice to
Carrie.
me. You know,
I haven't seen you forever, Carrie. How are you?
Terry T, what's up? But yeah, like,
oops. She was weird. I don't know. I always brought home rejects too. I hung out deliberately with the people that
right,
no one else would
yes.
hang out with. You know, like they would get bullied, and then I would take them and, like, you know, I'd be like, leave them alone. I don't care. I was, you know, me. I was in. I was very short until sophomore year, and then I went and got up to 5'2", you know. But I was in gymnastics, you know, all the way through, and till then, and I couldn't do it anymore because I got too tall. Believe it or not, too broad-shouldered and too tall. Can you believe that at 5'2", too tall? It's
Wow.
like, what? Yeah, but yeah. So I would, even though I was only like 4'11", I would go like, you know, and be all up in their grill because I didn't care for bullies ever.
Right.
Never did. I didn't care if I got my butt kicked. I was gonna stand up for people,
Yep.
you know. And then I met my best friend Christy. Now she was nearly 6 foot tall and built like a linebacker.
Nice.
And so then after that, I didn't have to worry. You know, none of
Yeah.
us had to worry. So she'd just be like, you know, looking at people because she had that resting bitch face like the
Right,
rest of
right.
us do. And she'd just look at people and they'd be like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we took people that nobody cared about and that nobody wanted to hang out with, you know, and that was
Right.
our group, you know, that was
Yes.
us, you know, the
Yep.
rejects.
Exactly. That's exactly, that's who I hung out with. That's exactly it. Yeah.
And people thought I would be popular because, you know, I was with the gymnastics team and things like that, but no, that's not the case.
Right.
You know, I was just a small little nerd that always had my face in a book, you know,
Yep.
things like that. And you know my story after 15 years old, you know, I don't
Well,
have
right. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that, but so even my face was in a book or I was working after that, so didn't lend any time for making friends, so I was even more weird.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot to be said for, you know, being your own person. Like you said, having your own personality, having a personality, you know, and
Some
not
people
just
have no personalities.
yeah,
They just have to, bother other people all the time.
yeah. And I always like, oh yeah, okay.
How you doing?
Well, it's just a thumbs up, I guess. So that's something.
No, I'm just saying hi. I say hi to everybody who comes in.
Yeah.
Your ex-wife is 4'10". Well, see, what happened to me is I grew in sophomore year. Between freshman year and sophomore year, I grew. I got my growth spurt. Then I grew up to 5'2". Ooh, really tall. And my shoulders like got wider. Not like, just
Yeah.
wider. So it's like they
Yeah.
told me to go on the swim team after that. I didn't, but they told me go join the swim team. I was devastated because I love gymnastics so much,
Yeah.
It's all I really knew how to do for sports. I've been doing it since I was a kid, little tiny kid. So.
That is the one thing that I am good at is swimming.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I could swim. I just didn't want to do it for I
Yeah.
wanted to be on the gym. I'm like, why can't I stay on
The
the
gymnastics
gymnastics
team.
team? I mean, so what? They have 5'2" gymnasts,
Yeah.
But it's because I was so clumsy because I grew fast.
Mm.
So I wasn't used to, I was tripping over the thin air, and you know how it is when you go through a growth spurt, you're not
Right.
used to your own body. And so I'm tripping over thin air. I wasn't really good at things I should have been anymore because
Right.
didn't know where my own legs were half the time. And, I had to put on more muscle than, I had to work out more because the muscle distribution was different and,
Right.
yeah.
Well, and all that makes sense too. Like when you look at gymnastics, like your height can make a huge difference. If you're talking about something like uneven parallel bars, like if you're used to putting your hands right here and you catch the bar every time, and now you're a different size, and so that's going to be in a different location.
That's exactly what it is. You have to get used to a new, everything is different. Like your weight is distributed different. It's much different, and they just don't have time to retrain you for a new height. Like a whole big, like I went from 4'11" to 5'2". That's what 3 inches. Is that 3 inches?
Yeah.
Am I right? Okay, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
When you're used to, like you said, the uneven bars, it's just grabbing and you're so high up and falling and everything is a completely different ballgame. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but you know how to fall. I mean, they all know how to fall. But do I know how to fall at that height?
Right.
So, and like I said, I was tripping over thin air. I was clumsy because it happened, I grew so fast that I didn't have time to get used to a gradual growth. So, and you're very clumsy when that happens.
Yeah. But hey,
it was bye-bye. You'd be good at swimming. No, I'm just not.
Yeah,
I was devastated. I was so devastated, but I got over it. You get over it.
Yeah, but it is what it is, and everything.
I don't like that. It is what it is. I don't like.
You don't like that expression.
So dismissive. Yeah, so dismissive. Sometimes it's appropriate, but most of the time it's not. It's like, I don't like that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to but I know you know me. But,
I know what you mean. Yeah, but I just don't.
That expression in general. Yeah.
Yeah,
it does. It does a lot. Now that I think about it, it is used a lot. Like you said, just to be dismissive. Like, oh man, I got this problem. But well, it is what it is. Like, well, no, wait, we have to figure it or deal with the emotions or whatever. I mean, if
you can't change it, you can't change it. But you can still listen to the person and what they're dealing with, instead of going, well, it is what it is. Because then they feel like, well, okay, you don't want to, you don't really want to hear about it. All right, cool. You know what I mean? Hey, Patrick.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I don't really take that too. I've said it, but only when something is completely like, wow, there really isn't anything you can do, you know.
Right.
Like with trolls, there's nothing you can do. So that is what it is. There's not a damn thing you can do. They're gonna sit and pound the keyboard and call you names anyway. So I mean,
Right.
there's nothing you can do there. So that is what it is.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
said that plenty of times.
If you're going to go on the internet, the trolls are going to show up. It is what it is. You can't stop.
Exactly. If you're gonna put yourself out there, you gotta deal with the trolls. That's just, it comes with the territory. So that is what it is. You know, that's a final
Right.
thing. Like you can't really control that. But
Right. But like, hey, you know, my father died last night. Oh well, it is what it is. You know,
yeah,
people die,
that would be
whatever.
like what? That's
Yeah.
you know, oof. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're just blowing me off, you slime ball. Oh man. But
I sometimes don't I just wish I understood more why they do what they do, trolls. You know. But
well,
I'm never going to, so I don't spend a whole lot of time trying to figure it out because it's not something I can really do anything about, you know.
right. The specific motivation.
I will be right back. I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Cool. But yeah, what I was going to say is like the specific motivation of different people, why they do what they do, is always, you know, been in a lot of cases mysterious to me. Like earlier, we had a comment from someone like with the Bow Crew or whatever, and I don't know if they're still watching right now, but you know, I never understand why I became a target. Like I didn't even know the guy existed until my channel was attacked. Like, okay, why? Like, why do they do it? Like, what makes them decide that they want to just come here and just, oh, you guys, look at that hippo sitting there talking and dancing. Look at him playing with dolls. Like,
Yeah, I'm back.
hey, what's up?
Sorry about
But
that.
yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't control what they're going to be doing. We can't control what they say. We have
right.
we cannot stop them. We can't counsel them. We can't make them see that maybe they should get some counseling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't spend a lot of time anymore focused on it.
Mhm.
I trash the emails and I ignore the comments.
Right.
Because that's all you can do.
Yep. I was gonna say like the extent of my understanding of the motivation behind, again, each individual person may have a different motivation, but my understanding, like the full extent of my understanding of the general motivation of trolling comes from freaking South Park. And it's basically the idea of, apparently there are people who think that it's funny that you could just type something and get an emotional reaction out of people just by pressing buttons on a keyboard.
Oh, they don't get anything out of me, so they're wasting their time. They don't get a
Right.
response. Their emails get trashed. They get put in spam. And that's what I think of y'all. You're spam. And I ignore them. I mean, they're not going to get a reaction out of me because they're not worth a reaction out of me. They're just
Right.
not worth my time.
Yep. And if that's what they're looking for, then good. Screw you, pal.
I mean,
I'm not
it's
going to
the
give it to
same
you.
thing over and over and over again. They're getting kind of boring. You know what I mean? Think of something different, please, because you're getting boring.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, takedown.
Hey, takedown.
Good morning.
But, yeah.
I'm just
That's
saying,
like,
they get boring after a while. It's like, can y'all just not?
that's why bootlicker has become my favorite now.
Yeah, bootlicker.
It's like, hey, you're a bootlicker. Hey, never heard that one before.
Ooh, yeah. Sure am.
Yep. Slurp, slurp.
It's not all I hear, though. I hear, a lot
Well, no,
about
I know.
how I should just die, things like that. But I know I should, but I won't. So,
Yeah. I'm gonna stay alive longer just to screw you assholes.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in your face every morning just to piss you off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Oh man, that's great.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what makes people think that that kind of writing that kind of stuff is okay, but hey, it's their problem, not mine. As soon as I realized that, you know what I mean? It's not a reflection on me, it's a reflection on them. Then I was like, oh, you know, screw them, you know,
Yeah.
because it is.
Well,
It's more of a reflection on them that they can sit and write something like that and feel okay with it.
yes.
They're the bad person, not me.
Yes, exactly. It's like the conversation we had a while ago, you know, trying to get into the mentality of the fans of these guys and the idea of like, if they're the kind of person who does like bad things to other people or whatever it is, that's how their mind works. So to them, that's normal behavior. Well, to us, it's like, oh my God, this is horrible. Now it's that type of petty shit that I aspire to be, Ray.
No, it's that type of petty that I inspire to be. Like, I'm gonna sit in their face every morning just to piss
Be
them
petty
off.
to them.
Yeah,
Yes,
you know,
yes. Okay, yeah.
instead of biting the bullet, I'm gonna go ahead and sit here every morning just to tick you off. You know, that's what's gonna keep me going is these trolls. They want me to kick the bucket, and I'm gonna be like, hell no, I'm gonna sit in your face every day.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be the reason I live longer than I'm supposed to. So thank you. You know.
Oh, that's awesome.
To them, you know.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, seriously, would they talk to their mothers like this? Would they talk to their grandmothers like this? No, they wouldn't. So why is it okay to talk to somebody else like this? You know, I mean, they're just disgusting people. You know.
Oh yeah. I've been getting. Just this morning I've been getting a lot of these. And again, just this morning I got another one. I've been getting a lot of these. Oh, I'm sorry, your dog died. Maybe you'll die soon too.
Right.
Like,
I love you too, Maggie. Thank you. Isn't that the grossest thing somebody can say?
yeah. Yeah.
Like, why would you wish somebody to die? Why?
Yeah. I would never say anything about like that about a frauditor even. Or as I've said, like, I don't want these people dead. I just want them to stop being mean.
Yeah. Don't be mean. Just
don't be rude.
You don't have anything nice to say. I mean, didn't they learn this as children? You don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yep.
But go ahead and say it because you're just going to get put in spam. And I'm going to sit in your face every morning. And you can waste your time writing emails that I have no reaction to whatsoever. I don't even read them. I just put them in spam.
Yep. That's where they belong. Although
all they've started doing is writing it in the subject line. They write what they want to say in the subject line in big old caps, you know, like, why don't you die already? It's like, why don't you?
Right. And that's the thing. And it's like, because this is, and I've said this before, just in general, like, we as a whole are actually at a disadvantage because we do have a conscience, because we do have empathy, because we are decent humans. Like when Tats was at the height of his viciousness and coming after me and this channel and everything and all that, he did a community post. And this actually was like the last time I ever had a problem with him, was he put up this community post where there was like some actual serious medical issue going on in his life or something like that. And I commented on it and I said, listen, you and I have been going back and forth. We've been beefing for a while now and we disagree on this and that and the other thing. But when it comes to like real life family health stuff like that, you know, God bless you and prayers for you and yours. And I hope everything turns out okay. And after that, he never fucked with me again, you know? Well, I mean, beyond your little, you know what I mean? Nothing beyond just what he was doing anyway. Like, oh yeah, these guys are frauders, haters, whatever.
He's never messed with me personally, I don't think. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's never, I don't think he's ever messed with me. You know, somebody tried to frame him, but I don't think he had anything to do with anything. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I never had really a problem with the dude. I don't never
Well,
even talk to him, you know.
right. But ultimately the point is that, you know, for on our end, like if it was one of us who put up that community post, imagine what the comments would be. Good, I'm glad your family members are dying. Good, I'm happy that, right?
The thing is, I was surprised when I put up my video from the hospital. Oh my God, I can't even hardly remember doing that, to tell you the truth. I'm like, I recorded that. What the hell was I thinking? You know, recorded like a frauditor. Oh my God. And
vertical.
there were no comments from any trolls under there at all. And I fully expected there to be, you know, but there weren't. And I was like, what the heck? That's great. You know?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I was prepared to deal with that, but it was fine, you know.
Yeah.
Weird. Huh?
But yeah, but again, that's why I say like our side, we're at a disadvantage because when those people make those kind of community posts or say those kind of things, we don't attack them for it. You know, we don't go after them personally.
I don't want anybody to be sick or to have health issues or, God forbid, pass. You know what I mean? I don't wish that on anybody. I really don't. I can't wish that on. That's harsh to do that, you know? So if I ever saw that, you know what I mean? I would say, well, I'm very sorry to hear that. You know, I wouldn't say anything at all. You know, I wouldn't comment mean shit. You know what I mean? That's like, I couldn't.
Yeah.
How do you live with yourself? You know, wishing that on somebody.
It's that mentality, like Stone Vet. Like I heard him once because I was saying something about like you know, how come you're going after weak or sick people? And he said something to the extent of basically what he said was, well, if you're sick, that means you're weak. And if you're weak, of course you're beneath me. So of course sick people are beneath me because they're weak, and that's why they're sick. Yeah, well, I'm not quoting him directly because I know how those trolls are. They'll be like, "Oh, I didn't say those specific words," but that's ultimately
paraphrasing. Okay,
because he was responding to me. I was like, "Well, how come you're going after sick people?" And then his response was, "Well, if you're sick, that means you're weak, and if you're weak, then you are beneath me. So I can't act like I'm above sick people." You know, like, okay, whatever, scumbag. I don't care.
Well,
but it's like that. I guess that's the mentality.
Opinion. And that's his mentality and that's his opinion. I mean, he's entitled to it. You know, everybody's entitled to an opinion. But if it extends to emailing somebody and wishing they would croak, that's a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a difference there. You know what I mean? Like he's out with his opinion on his channel, which is fine. You know what I mean? Have your opinion. But then if he was emailing it, though, that's a different story. Like saying he would croak. That's not what he's doing. So that's a different, you know, he's entitled. He can have his opinion over there. Just keep it over there, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But when these trolls start emailing that crap, that's a whole different story.
Right.
So
well,
I don't
the
think
only
he's
reason
doing that, you know.
Well, no, the only reason I brought that up is because I'm saying like the kind of mentality, like trying to understand how people can go after someone for being ill. Like, you know, what's the mentality behind that? Oh, well, I'm above people that are ill.
Maybe they all think that way. Maybe they all have that mentality. I don't know. I don't know if I can ever figure out how somebody can do that, because all I know is I wouldn't be able to live comfortably with myself if I ever said that to somebody.
Right.
Whether, oh, that's from outside. I'm like, there's shadows on your wall. They're moving. I'm like, holy cow, is your place on it? But if I couldn't live comfortably with myself if I ever said that to somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just couldn't. You couldn't even pay me to do it because I'm sorry, not that I'm better than anybody, but it's like I can't. I just couldn't.
Yeah. Well, no, exactly.
What if
Like,
they actually did then? What if they actually did croak after I said that?
well, and see, and that's the thing, like, that really drives me super insane with some of these people, like, not being able to understand where they're coming from. The amount of celebration and
No. Are they gonna
happiness that
celebrate?
I was
You know?
getting in comments and in emails when Schrodinger passed was like
I know.
insane.
It was sick. It was
Yeah.
sickening.
And it's like, how could you people, like, yes, like you said, how could you wake up the next day and be like, and go on
Yeah,
like
you're
with your
kinda did.
life? Like after you say things like that, it's just, I don't. And then you expect us to respect you people, like, and then you wonder why we don't.
Well, I just don't. I hope they don't celebrate when I die.
Oh God, I hope not. I'll go after them for damn sure if they do. That's
I mean,
for a
I
fact.
won't know, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
I guess I shouldn't worry about it because I wouldn't know, but you would know and it would bother you, you know.
Right. Well, honestly, that was when you look at the timeline of my videos. I was only doing comedy sketches, making fun of sovereign citizens and frauditors.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing the taking one of their videos and tearing it apart until I started doing that to videos of people making videos about they were happy when Schrodinger passed. That was how I started doing this. Was okay, now you guys have crossed the line. Now I'm going to tear you apart. You know, I can't accept that. That's just unacceptable behavior.
Good morning, Night Wolf. Nice to see you. See, they're sometimes they can be, I'm not saying everybody that is over there is awful. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but the ones that are vicious are.
I get a lot of emails.
Yeah.
But I just throw them in spam. Ignore them. They're not worth my time. So I just learned they used to bother me at first. I'll tell you, they did.
Mm-hmm.
I used to talk to you about it all the time.
Well, yeah.
I would cry, but now it's like I learned it's a reflection on them.
Yep.
Just don't understand how they can do it and live with themselves.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. It's, I don't know.
How
but
many people don't have any empathy,
Yes.
Compassion. There's so many people in this world that don't have
feelings.
Feelings. It's like, how are there that many people?
No conscience, no feelings, no heart, no soul, just evil things. They're not even barely people. But we still treat them with the dignity and respect that we would a person. And that's
there's still old dignity and respect. They're still people,
Right.
I don't care what anybody says. They're still owed it, If
Right.
something happened to them or, they had a family member get sick or, whatever, I would still wish them well,
Well, that's exactly it. Even if okay, like for example, like if I see a video where SGV News or Lizard Media or one of these guys is out there giving someone a hard time and they get pepper sprayed, yeah, I'll come on and I'll be like, all right. Or if like a cop tries to stop them and they get tased, yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm gonna
right,
but
I'm saying it, but like
their mother got
if those
sick
same
with
people,
cancer,
right?
then
If
I'm
those
gonna
same
say,
people,
I'm sorry,
yes,
I hope she
exactly.
recovers and I hope she, is okay. Because the mother is separate from this whole thing.
Right.
Hi, Frauditor Comedy Show. How are you?
Right.
It's great to see you too.
Hello to my sunshine.
Sweet.
Great to see you, beautiful. Yes.
Sweet. Love her. She's so sweet.
I love that. Yes, that's great. Great.
I'm glad you're able to make it in. Morning.
Yes, yes. And I've said this before. I look back at the numbers, and it seems to be official now that the Saturday show, the snafu, is no longer a thing. In the end, Blackheart Night and Frauditor Comedy Show are tied for most appearances on the show.
Oh. Well, congratulations to both of you.
Yes. Here's a happy dance for you. Why not? All right. Yes. We got $2 from King Pokey. All right, Master of Railroads.
WFM.
Frozen for a week. Oh dear.
Oh, he's also down for a week. Who got him? Who got him? Be all happy dance for this.
Yes. A happy dance for the $2. Thank you so much. Here you go.
Thank you very much, King Pokey.
All right. Yes.
You
Absolutely. Thank
all
you.
right, Master of Railroads WFM.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's getting hit.
You know, Chris. Did you know Chris Carlson?
Chris Carlson. I don't know.
Probably audit them. Yeah, that would be my guess too. Or dumbwaiter.
Yeah. But again, Audit Them's been on a tear. That's what we were talking about earlier. He's just going after everybody.
YouTube needs to step up there. They really do.
Yeah. I know Tucker Carlson, but I don't know Chris Carlson.
He says hello to you. What?
Oh. Hi, Chris. Okay.
What is this? I don't know what this means.
Why? He says hello too?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Nobody
Where's wife?
knows.
Oh, wifey. Hello. Hello to wifey.
Oh, wifey says hello too. All right. Yes.
That's what I was saying for public safety, because I don't really know that he goes after audit them that much.
Right.
Ringler. You know what I mean? So that's so nice of you. Absolute great company to share a tie with. Way to go, Blackheart Night. Oh.
Yay. All right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, yes, yes. And eventually, at some point, I'm going to do like.
Oh, it was Liberty Troll. It was Liberty Troll.
Oh, that makes sense.
What a freaking baby that guy is. I swear to God. So what is he going to do? Is he going to put Ringler's information out on his community post too? It's like he did Blackheart Night?
Yeah, but isn't Wrangler already been doxed up and down?
Oh, I don't know. Has he?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. Yeah. We know that whole thing is not anything on here, but no. I don't know. But yeah, I've always, whatever the situation, I've always been against the idea of doxing just in general. Liberty Troll.
Yeah, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to put somebody's information out there unless they've already put it out themselves? And even if they did, it's not up to you to be putting their information out there.
Right. Well, the main reason I hate doxing more, I really, really, really hate it, is because once you put the information on the internet, YouTube is global.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, maybe you didn't put it out there for well, of course it has to be for a nefarious reason, because why would you put it out there? But
yeah,
like, if there are people, there are people in the world that are criminals, that are cyber thieves, that are identity imposters, that are psycho killers, like those things do exist. You never know who's going to see it. Exactly. Like, that's horrible.
And I'm a woman, I'm by myself most of the time, so I wouldn't like it at all if somebody were to be putting my address out there. Some people say it's no big deal, who cares? Well, I do, because you never know who's watching.
You know what I noticed though, and I mean, I understand what everyone's saying when they say that, and so I don't mean this in any way to disrespect anybody, but the majority of the people who I've heard say that it's no big deal when you get doxxed are not people who are in your position where you're a woman, you're alone, you have physical limitations.
Oh no, I've heard a woman say that.
That was in a position where, like, if somebody broke in the door, what are you gonna do? Wait a minute, hold on while I get up real quick because you're sick. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
like,
she's not in that position. No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not like, what are you gonna do unless you have a shotgun under your desk? You ain't gonna do shit. Send the cat after him. Get him, Leo. I mean, I know you're scrappy or whatever, but I'm just saying I understand that, when somebody, is strong and healthy and young and, I don't care if I get doxxed. Well, yeah, but
if I did, I would be in trouble if somebody came in here. I would, I mean, I have things to defend myself with, but
right.
what if I didn't know they were here? So just saying this is not a small place. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
Also,
I don't
but
worried about it.
Hmm?
The point is there are legitimate reasons to be worried. It's not just,
I'm physically disabled.
Right.
I can't fight back if they were to come in here. That's why I worry. So people saying it's no big deal should think a little bit before they say that, and think it's okay if you just get doxxed and it's no big deal. You know what I mean? It is. To some of us, it's a big deal.
Right.
So.
But yeah, I've always been against the idea of doxing completely,
I mean, Blackheart Knight, I'm sure he didn't enjoy his boss's phone number getting put out there either.
Right.
To him, it's probably a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
So ask him how he feels about it. Ask anybody how they feel about getting doxxed. And I'm sure they'll tell you they're not going to be all like shrugging their shoulders like, it's no big deal.
Right. Yeah, it's and the other thing too, besides the fact that you're putting it out there where anyone, no matter how evil they are, has access to that information, but also like, because I've gotten emails from people, plenty of emails from people saying, hey, this frauditor and telling me like everything about him, and I immediately trash the email. I don't even read it because I don't want to know. Like I could joke around about, oh yeah, I'll grab my camera and I'll walk inside their house and see how they like it. But no, I don't actually want to, invade someone's home or whatever. It's conceptually the idea of they don't seem to believe in trespassing. So it's like, well,
I like having their name for my list, but that's it. Just their name. Right. I don't need address. What do I need their address for? Right. I don't. I'm not going to their house. What do I need it for?
Yeah.
I just like having their real name.
Mm-hmm.
So we can look up like they get arrested or, stuff like that.
Although, because it would be a gift, I guess in a way it kind of would be. I just thought of this now. I wish I would have thought of this months ago. I guess it would be kind of nice if I did get information of where a frauditor lives to just send them a free copy of my book, The Frauditor's Handbook.
If I ever get an address off of a police report, I'll let you know, and then I can send the book. But so far they redact that stuff.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Although I did get Tyrant Terminator's real name. Not his address, but I did get his real name. Since his last name is not Spencer.
Right. Oh man.
So I'm still waiting on that body cam footage. So once I get it, I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Because in Illinois, technically, I'm not supposed to get it at all. Because I'm not, right. And it wasn't flagged, and I'm not anything to do with it. So I'm gonna be surprised if I actually get it. So cross your fingers, your toes, your eyes, anything you need to cross. That Illinois gives it to me. That where he was at. I think it was in Robbins, Illinois.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe there's like he was such a prick that they gave me the police report and they didn't redact his name, and the first police report where the narrative wasn't redacted. That, you know, it was like,
Yeah.
Wah! Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We've been waiting for him to because he's I don't know.
It's the first time he's been detained and handcuffs and stuff. So I just wanted to see like his camera shut off really abruptly.
Yes.
So I want to see what happened. And the only way to do that is through the body cam.
Yep.
And I thought, well, this is a long shot because it's Illinois and I'm probably not going to get it, but I can ask. I did get the police report. So we do have a narrative of what happened.
Right.
But I want that body cam. I really do.
What was it when we were talking about audit them earlier? What is it you said about him having something prominently displayed?
Oh, yeah, he can make a block diagram of all of his
Victims or whatever.
the victims that he's doxing. And he can prominently display it.
Oh,
you know?
right, yes. Because that's his
Well, no, I mean, 'cause
prominently
he's
displayed
being
as his catchphrase.
Yeah, he's being a, you know.
Douche canoe?
Yes. Roundup. Yes. Predator Roundup. You are correct. So if
Yes.
any channel wants the police report, I can scan it and email it to you. Just let me know. I'm gladly share it with anybody who wants it. Still waiting on that body cam footage though.
And that's the thing too, because that kind of goes back to like what I was saying earlier. That's what brought us on the subject, was talking about like the doxing and all that. That's one of the things. It isn't about that, but it's about, like, for example, somebody like Audit Them, right? Well, you could FOIA this, you could FOIA that, you could FOIA this, you could FOIA that. Well, then that means we could FOIA stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I've never left my office to FOIA a damn thing. I've done everything online, and if they want you to mail it, I've mailed it. I'm sorry, that I've left my office to do. To go out to the mailbox, put it in there, and put the flag up. But I've never had to go and get in anyone's face with my camera
Right.
and say, I need a FOIA form or a piece of paper, and you're supposed to forward it on for me, and blah, 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 which is not true. I mean, I've read so many FOIA laws. That isn't even the case. But besides the point, I've never left here.
Right.
It's all done. Most of it's done online. It's so easy. I've done it. Like, how quick did I do that one that I wanted to read? Because I thought Long Island Audit was lying. While we were still on our after show, it took me like 3 minutes to do the FOIA requests for that.
Yeah.
They already emailed me and said, you know what they said? They emailed me and said, this is your acknowledgement, because they have 5 days to acknowledge it.
Right.
But then they're saying it could take 45 days to get the information.
Right.
Up to 45 days. And I'm like, damn it.
Damn. But at least they acknowledged right away.
Oh, yeah. Right away they acknowledged it, which was great, you know, but 45 days to get that information. I'm like, oh, I'm going to forget I even did it. But no, I keep track of my FOIA requests. I do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like
you never have to leave this is why I don't get it. They don't have to go and do what they're doing. They don't have to go and get in their face. They don't have to do these in person. Most of them want you to do it online.
If you, again, we all know that their narratives are false narratives and it's all BS. But if you actually go by their false narrative, what it is if you do not film yourself filling out the FOIA request, they will say that they never got one.
But that's not true. They email you an acknowledgement with a request, and there's a number that you have to use from then on for any communication revolving around or surrounding your request. You have to put it on all communication. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there's a chain like for that number. Does that make sense? Like if you have questions
Yes.
or you're tracking your FOIA, there's that number. You have to put it on all communication going forward. So that's not true. They acknowledge it and give you a number that you have to use.
But no, the frauditor said it.
No, that's no. See, and then they make it difficult because they don't want to give their name. They don't hardly want to give an email address. They don't want to, you know what I mean? So it's like there was one that I did that I think was in the last couple of days where I was a little confused by the information they wanted. They wanted like literally everything from you, like social, birthday, and all that. And I'm like, there's no asterisks by it, so I'm not giving you that. There's no reason why you need.
Yeah, if it's not required.
Why do you want that for redoing a FOIA request? I'll give you my name and my email address, but
Right.
you don't need my social and my birthday. Why are you wanting that? You trying to look me up? You know,
Right.
if it's required, I'll give it to you, but it shouldn't be required to do a FOIA. I mean, I'll give you my name and my email address. If you want my street address, I'll give you that too, but
Right.
birthday and social is not required.
Like you said, if it doesn't have an asterisk,
It
then
didn't. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like, nice try. I wonder how many people don't realize there's no asterisks and they give it to them.
No. I don't know.
Like, nice try, you New York. You're not getting that out of me, you know.
Right. Oh dear.
I'm like, Fourth Amendment violation.
Yeah. I better film this. You guys.
I should have put my phone up there and been like, Fourth Amendment violation. I'm gonna go. No, I'm just.
But you know what, though?
Not put it down. I didn't say anything. I'm just like, I just
Right.
didn't put it in there. It was no big deal.
Yeah. But seriously, like, and again, I've said this before too. If everything they were saying was completely legit, like if they went to a building and that building had a legitimately illegal or rights violation, whatever, if you go to a place that has a no filming policy and it legitimately is a violation of something, that policy, you could walk in the building and take the pictures of the signs on the wall saying no filming, and you have your evidence that they have the policy right there. There's no need to continue to go in the building and make sure that they enforce that policy by giving them a hard time until they call the cops on you. All of that is just a superfluous YouTube BS.
Also, if it's a government building like a city hall or a court or anything like that, there's lawyers that go in and out of there all the time.
Yep.
Okay. They would also see the signs that are posted. It's inevitable that you'll look at them at some point, right?
Yep.
Don't you think that these lawyers that see these signs would say, they can't do that. And they would be tripping over each other, fighting, beating each other up to get over there to file that lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly the same thing we always say when they say, "Oh, that's a civil rights violation." What if I was black and you kicked me out because well, then the lawyers would be all over that. They're champing on the bit to grab a case like that.
You're comparing apples to oranges now, okay? You can't do that. It's like when they compare themselves to Rosa Parks. Stop it. You're not a Rosa Parks, okay? Stop.
Right.
She'd smack you in the face if she heard you say that. Okay,
Yep.
so just stop it.
When they compare themselves to Rosa Parks and when they compare getting pulled over because they don't have a license plate on their car to the Gestapo tactics.
Sure. Yeah. It's very Gestapo-like to require you to have a plate on your car, valid insurance, and a driver's license.
Yep.
Wow. Very, very Gestapo-like. Yeah. You don't want to do those things, don't have a car.
Yeah, there you go. Take the bus. Buy a bicycle.
Bus, yeah.
That's what I should do. I should buy a bicycle.
Whoa.
Because I'm walking everywhere, and until I have enough to get a car, bicycles are a lot
just
cheaper.
go to Walmart and get a bike. They're pretty cheap at Walmart.
Well, we actually have a sporting goods store right down the street that sells bicycles.
Oh, well, I'm sure they're cheaper at Walmart, though.
Yeah, but Walmart, I would have to take like 2 buses to get there.
But you can ride the bike back.
Well, there you go. Well, that's it. If I already had the bike, it'd be easier to get there. Yeah.
I know. I'm like a
No, I know.
catch-22, right? I'm
Yep.
sorry.
No, that's cool. Totally, yeah. But yeah, that would be like that one day, if you remember, where I had to walk for 4 hours to get to where I was going.
Oh my God,
It
yeah.
would
And
be
then you
another
got
day
so
like
sick
that
the
where I'd have
next
to
day. Yeah.
have a whole trek. Yeah.
Felt so bad. Well, hey, you know what? We're even. Our car had to go to the car graveyard, so we don't have one either anymore.
Yeah. Mm,
Taking the bus everywhere,
yeah.
which is not, it's fairly simple here. I mean, we got enough bus lines, so that's good. You know.
Well, like I said, I think I've told you before. I don't remember if I ever said this on the air, but the thing that drives me nuts about out here is that apparently in Kenosha, bus routes are like, I'm gonna draw like this little picture. Like,
You're gonna draw?
well, no, not like.
Are we gonna know like what it is?
Well, no. I'm just gonna do a general like silly like little drawing or whatever. But like we grew up in Chicago, right? So
Yes.
in Chicago, like if you got on the bus here, it would go down to here, and then turn around and then go back down or back down the same street.
Yeah.
You know,
the bus just runs up and down the same road, like Lawrence. It would run east and west, up and down Lawrence. Just the 81 bus would just go up and down. I can't even remember the bus number.
right?
Holy cow!
But the bus routes in just like one bus route in here in the town I'm in now would look like this. Like you'd get on the bus
drunk
here,
when they designed the route. Yeah,
and it just goes all over all these places. And if you miss your stop, then you have to wait till it wraps all the way back around, and then gets back to your stop.
Louise. No,
Yeah, because they don't go up one street. They don't go up one street and then down the same street. They go up this way, but then go down this way. Like this is the north route and this is the south route, and then it wraps back around. It's ridiculous out here. So like there are places that are like a 4-minute drive that are like a 45-minute bus ride in town.
oh my gosh, that's horrible. Yeah, go ahead and go to the sporting goods store, because if you're gonna do that, all of that just to go to Walmart, that and 2 buses to do that, no sir.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I found that out the hard way, because that's how I got from the airport to here was on the buses. And like the first bus, like from the airport to the city was easy, because that was like a shuttle bus, like from the airport. But then once I had to get on the Kenosha buses, yeah, it's wrapping all over, going all over the place like crazy. And then I get off, and then I had to get on another one. And then the second bus, I missed my stop. But I'm thinking, like, I'm used to Chicago. You miss your stop, the bus turns around, goes back down the same street. You get off on the way back. But no, they come back down a completely different route. And then I had to wait until it wrapped all the way back. It was a nightmare. Took me hours.
Wow. Sorry. Holy cow.
No, it's all right. It's like when I first was moving back here before I got here, I was like, oh, cool. They got good public transportation services. And again, I'm used to Chicago, so I'm thinking it'll be no problem. I need to go grocery shopping, I'll just hop on the bus. I need to go to Walmart, I'll just hop on the bus. Boom. But here it's like you got to change 3 buses, and they're taking you all over to all these. And it's no, the routes make no sense to me.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes sense out here is the trolley, because the trolley is just a straight shot from here to Lake Michigan and back. But if you're not going downtown, you can't even get the trolley. You have to take 2 buses to get to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's way more expensive because it's more like a tourist thing. Like, oh, we still have a trolley in town,
Wow. Is Kenosha, like, I've been there myself, of course, but is it really touristy?
Well, the Lake Michigan area is where you get like there's always tons of people down there, but it's downtown. It's the lake. You got the beach right there. I don't know if it's like a permanent thing or if it was just a temporary thing, but they had like actual like old ships out there that you could pay and like go and like take a tour, like walk up and down the ship and see like the old boats and stuff. So there were a lot of tourists there, but not. I don't know if there's as much after the riots, you know, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I always thought, I don't know. I liked Kenosha. Yeah.
Has to stop in quickly to make sure has read my name. Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. All right. But no, yeah, that's the thing. I think it's like, you know, I mean, you being from Chicago, you know, like any city, and I don't know if I'd call Kenosha a big city, but any metropolitan area, you have your different neighborhoods that some are better than others. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So it depends where you're at. Because, I mean, even here, like I'm 5 minutes from my kids, which is great, but they live on the side of town where they don't want me to walk to their house. Like, oh, Dad, you have to walk through that neighborhood to get there. You know, but where I'm at, this neighborhood is great. Like I said, I go to the laundromat. I could throw my stuff in the washer and then come back here and go back. Nobody touches your stuff. You know, everything's fine. And I just checked. There are tons of bikes on Craigslist in Milwaukee. Ah, cool. Yes.
But you're not close to Milwaukee, are you?
No, not at all. I'd have to ride my bike to no. But no, just in general, I was thinking in general, like for now, until I get a car, it'd be a lot cheaper to buy a bike and that would get me by, you know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And it's good exercise.
I got to admit.
Sorry.
Well, no.
Like you have to exercise. That
right,
came out
come on.
bad. I'm sorry.
I know. You know.
I'm sorry.
That I don't take anything you say the wrong. Well,
I'm sorry.
I know you. I know. Coming from you, it's that you don't mean it in a bad way. Yeah, absolutely. I know you better than that.
Oh yeah, of course you do. I didn't mean it like that.
But no, because what I was saying though is like with the bicycle thing, it would just make just even little things like when I go grocery shopping. That's not a super far walk.
Oh, but you can put a little basket on there,
right?
Like an old lady basket.
Exactly. Get more stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have one of those old lady shopping carts that you bring with you to the grocery store?
No, that's the thing. I'm always just carrying bags.
You should get one of those old lady shopping carts.
Oh, like the metal one where you put. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're helpful, and then you can carry more stuff. And they have these hooks on them. They hook on the shopping cart in the grocery store.
Okay.
So you don't have to like pull it around the grocery store, you know.
Right.
On there, so you can put them on the shopping cart.
That's probably not a bad idea either.
It's not, because then you can get more stuff, and you don't have to carry it home. Like, oh, my arms, you know.
Right. And yeah, that's a good idea too. Yeah, there's a lot. See, that's the thing.
They sell them online. You can go to Amazon, Walmart.com or Target.com. They all have them. Just have to see. They're about $30.
Okay. When I was walking to the store a couple days ago, I saw this thing. I thought it was so cool. You know, I don't know if it was like a YouTuber that was doing it or something. I don't know what it was, but it was like some kind of contest where they were giving away free bicycles. And all you had to do to win a bike was to cut a lock and a chain.
So you basically had to steal the bike. Yeah, Walmart will deliver the bike to you probably for free within 3 days. Yep.
Nice.
I'm saying, like, you gotta figure out who would bring it to you, so you don't have to like,
right,
you know, go on 45 different buses around town to figure that out.
To get to the Walmart one, yeah. Well, I should look at the prices in the shopping goods store or in the sporting goods store.
Yeah, go look at them and then, you know, get a feel for the bike. Of course, you want to check it out in person. You don't want to buy a bike online.
Right.
You know, get a feel for it. If it's the right bike for you, you know, or not.
But one thing I do like about this neighborhood, there's actually a lot of things I like about where I'm at now that I've been here for almost 2 months now. Is one, the sidewalks have every single sidewalk out here has those little like ramps, like for bicycles to be able to go, without having to hop curbs. And also the people around here, like it's a good mix. You know what I mean? Like you walk out and just like, I don't know, just like good people, it seems like in the area. And everyone I've met so far has been nice,
Oh, Internet Guy's gonna buy you a bell for your bike. That's so cute.
Yes.
Buy you a bell. That is so cute.
I love that. Thank you.
I do too. You need to like ding 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 ding. Yeah, you're gonna put
And in fact,
cards in your wheels.
Yeah. Because the fact that people don't have belts because they're not cool pisses me off. Because just the other day, I almost got ran over by a kid in a bike. And if he would have had one of those ching, 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 then I would have heard him coming and I would have stepped aside,
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.
Yep. That would be awesome. I love that. Now I'm like into the idea. Like at first we were just talking and, it came out. Now it's like, hey, yeah, that would work. Because everywhere I go is relatively close. And on a bike, it would.
Pink tassels.
Well, no.
Leave it up the gram, pink tassels. You should make some bob tassels.
You're going to give me one of those banana seats so I could replace my nice, big, comfortable seat?
Oh, God. Good thing you're already done having kids.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's what we use as a backpack. We use backpacks in our hands to go food shopping. Be surprised what you can fit in a backpack.
Oh, yeah.
Did you use a backpack?
Well, no, that's all the stuff that I have here that I brought with me from Florida is just all the stuff I was able to shove in the backpack.
I mean, do you bring it to the grocery store?
That's not a bad idea. I never thought of that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Plus, you can like hook bags, around like on the backpack.
Yeah, right.
To put it on your back and then they hang off the bag too.
Yeah, and then I'll have my hands free. I could carry more bags in my hands with the stuff in the backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk in the store, stuff the backpack full of, whatever.
The heaviest stuff.
Put that on and then
we
go
put the
pay
heaviest stuff in the backpack because it goes on your back. So yeah.
Yep. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Now I'm all excited to go shopping in a couple days. I'm definitely going to need to. Kids were here for a 3-day weekend, and man, those boys eat.
Yes, they do. Yep.
Growing boys.
Nonstop, almost. It's like they always have something in their hand that they're eating,
Yeah.
Like, we had hot dogs yesterday and potato salad, coleslaw.
Yum. Yum.
Pickles. Yeah. Hebrew National. I can't believe we found them.
Yes.
Oh my God. It was delicious.
I love those hot dogs. They're so good.
They are. I had mine without a bun though.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't a sesame bun, so I don't want.
Okay.
I'm not going to have the carbs if it's not a sesame bun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I want my real Chicago buns.
Yeah.
Dang, have it. See, that's the other thing too. Going back to what I was saying earlier, like when people talk about Chicago dogs, they always think it's just what you put on it, but it's like they're using the Vienna beef, which is a Chicago company, and the St. Mary's bread, which is a Chicago company with the poppy seeds on it, and is so good.
You have to have so many seeds that they're falling off. You know, like you pick it up and the seeds are like, you can hear them hitting, when they fall. That's how many seeds need to be on this bun. And you can't have any other bun. So I just won't have it when I'm eating them.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're over the 3-hour mark. So we're going to go ahead and let you go for today. Thank you guys for coming as always. Ray, always awesome, fantastic, wonderful to have you here. Love you so much. Thank you for coming up. Any last words you want to say to the people before we let you go?
No, it's great talking to you guys today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope it's nice where you are. And I will see you tomorrow. or later on if somebody does a live, or just
All
see
right.
you tomorrow. Oh yeah, Little Chihuahua's live today, 11 noon. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry,
always
my
get the
memory,
time zones
short-term
mixed up.
memory is shot, guys. It really is. It's not my fault. I promise you. My short-term memory is like really, really gone. What time was it?
Keep your eye on Tiny Chihuahua's life. She's got a live coming up. Is she in the chat right now to say?
Yeah, it's noon.
Noon.
11 and noon. 11 Central, noon Eastern. Thank you, Highway Star. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
My
all good.
short-term memory is like. I'm sorry.
But you remember the most important part,
trying.
which was to shout out the show. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just try and be there, guys. Okay. We'll support her and her new channel, and we'll see you there. Yes. Okay. Love you guys.
Right.
See you there, and then if not, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, and thank all you guys for being here. As always, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you so much. Jason Gutterman, him too. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us. You're the best fans in the world. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.
Creative. You ever been confused about which snack you want? You have two, but you don't know which one you want to have? Just put them together and you won't feel guilty. That's what we're doing here. Make yourself some s'mores popcorn. Yes, that's what we're doing here. Get yourself some marshmallows, a big Hershey's bar, and throw it in some oil. That's right, that's oil. Throw it all together and make yourself some s'mores popcorn. Yeah, you won't feel guilty eating it all together. If you were a Girl Scout, you would really appreciate this. Now you don't have to stick those old dirty sticks inside your marshmallows and have the risk of that hot marshmallow dripping down on your beautiful skin. Now you just do it this way in a popcorn form. See how that looks like hot chocolate, but it's not? It looked like hot chocolate, but it's not. Don't drink it. Just enjoy watching those marshmallows melt down into that chocolatey liquid. That's right. That's what we're going for. Differently different. It's supposed to look that way. It's bubbling. Once you see it start bubbling, throw that top on. Be careful, because I'm pretty sure those kernels are going to start popping real soon. I can't wait to see how this turns out. If you don't have the ingredients, just run to your local store and ask Keisha at the register if she can point you in the direction of all these ingredients. And if you don't have the money, go knock on each neighbor's door and ask them if they have any. Kiki got some down the street. She got 8 kids. She usually has some to spare. She's real friendly. And if not, ask John around the corner. Just be careful, though, when you ask him, because he don't like too many questions. See how that looks? It looks like clouds on top of some crap. That's the way it's supposed to look. Oh, now it's bubbling. It's bubbling. It's about to happen. I can't wait to see how this finishes out. Are you excited as I am to see the finishing results? I can't wait. I'm going to go and make sure I try this. And if any of you try it, please take plenty of pictures and send them to me. All right. I see the popcorn starting to pop. It's starting to pop. Uh-oh. Now we're turning it up. We're turning it up. Graham cracker crumbs. They're already big for you. You don't have to take those wooden rolling pins and beat them all over your countertops, risking to bust that bag open and they fly all in your eyes. Just get a box already made. Just pay the extra $1. You're rich. Throw it all in this liquidy liquid. See that? See how it looks like something different? Something that you never had before? Because you haven't. I promise you that. Try this out. This is going to be so exciting for all the kids' parties. And as a matter of fact, let them stand around and help you. They'll love to see this. We about to see the final results. Take the top off. I want to see. I'm so hungry. S'mores popcorn for the win. Look how different that looks. It's supposed to be loose. Don't worry about the excess grease. If you're in the woods, you got a little pops to help that grizzly bear.